Right. Damn, son. Yeah, I'm generally not a huge fan of difficulty spikes. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially in game genres I'm not a huge fan of to begin with. It's like, oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always annoying when even you're doing all right at a game and then you hit a fucking wall because there's just a massive difficulty spike all of a sudden.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Indeed.
We are live, by the way.
Ah, hello there, world. I hope you're all doing wonderfully this morning, afternoon, middle of the day, night. Hello.
Yeah, I'm going to do more Shadow Hearts from the New World, which is a JRPG I've been gradually playing through on Twitch.
Yes, neato.
Have you ever? Are you familiar with Shadow Hearts?
I'm familiar with it, but I'm not well, I've never played one. I'm not entirely sure what it's about, other than it's a JRPG.
It's There were 3 of them all for the PlayStation 2, and there was like a precursor to it that was for the PlayStation 1 that starts with a K, and I don't remember the name of it. But it's blends your traditional turn-based JRPG with a whole bunch of horror elements is what they tried to do with it.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it, I forget exactly how you pronounce it, but Kuldelka?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I've heard quite a lot of good things about that, actually.
So this is this series is from the same team that did that.
Oh, sweet.
And I have never played the first. I've never played the first 2, and getting a hold of them is not cheap.
Oh dear.
I mean, you know how PlayStation 2 games can be on getting them used.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's long gone are the days where you could pick up like some absolute gems for like $1.50.
Yeah, try getting any of the PlayStation 2 Silent Hill games for a decent price.
Oh man, no. That actually reminds me of the story of how I managed to get hold of a copy of Silent Hill 1 on PlayStation 1. I think a relatively big game store near where I live was going bust, unfortunately. And they were clearing out like basically all of the back catalog that they had in like the stockroom at the back. And one of them was a brand new sealed copy of Silent Hill 1. I'm like, what? As soon as I noticed it in like the clearance section, I was like, what? And I saw the price of it. It was like £5, which is, I think, like around $7. I was like, yes, I am taking this now.
Yeah, that is. Even when I bought my copy, the one that I currently have about 15 years ago, was more expensive than that, and it was used.
Right, yeah. But of course, this was still back when I was a teenager, so I was a bit of a dumbass and actually broke the seal on it. Because I wanted to play the game, you see.
I mean, I did that recently with a sealed copy of a collector's edition of StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. I bought it factory sealed for like $70 off of eBay, and then I was like, I bought this to play it, so I'm opening it.
Fair, right, yeah. Which honestly, like, it's honestly more sad to just like buy a game brand new sealed and just leave it on the shelf for ages just to collect dust essentially until you sell it. Like, that's honestly like the worst thing you could do with a game.
If
you're gonna buy
if you already own a copy of it, I get it. Other than that,
right. Yeah, but when it's your only copy and it's a game you genuinely do want to play, it's like, yeah, what are you doing? Just play the fucking thing.
Yeah. That's how I am with the StarCraft 2. Like I said, mentioned earlier, I never played Heart of the Swarm or Legacy of the Void, the Zerg and Protoss campaigns, respectively. So,
yeah,
I bought it factory sealed, and I'm going to do the same thing with Legacy of the Void, which is going to be over $100. But I love StarCraft so much, I'm fucking paying it. So,
right, fair enough. All right. Yeah.
Okay. I got lost in train of thought there for a second.
Oh, you're right, no worries.
Yeah, I was telling you, yesterday fucking sucked because I had to go and get blood drawn, and I don't like hospitals. I don't like needles at fucking all. Just
yeah. It's kind of similar to me. Like, I don't necessarily have a problem with like hospitals or like having needles stuck in me, but it's more the idea of like you're just taking time out of my day to do like inane bullshit a lot of the time. It's like I would rather just stay at home and like do something creative, or I don't know, do work if it happens to be a work day, you know?
Yeah, I panic and I get lightheaded and feel like I'm gonna fucking pass out. And I start getting lightheaded just fucking being in a hospital. I'm squeamish. I don't watch horror that is gore for the sake of gore. I don't like that. I love horror, but I don't love gore for the sake of gore.
Yeah, honestly, same. Like, I'm like, I absolutely adore horror, but it's more like the potential of what horror can be more so than what the majority of horror actually is, if that makes sense. A lot of it is like a lot of gore, a lot of jump scares, and that is honestly the most boring aspects of horror to me. Like, for me, what is like a peak horror film is like the very first Alien movie from 1979.
I fucking love that movie. Thank you very much for the raid, Lysander. I greatly appreciate it. Hello, VJ. How you doing?
Hello there.
Yeah, the first Alien movie and Aliens are both just fucking amazing films.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And like, yeah, there is like a little bit of gore in there, but it's like, it's relatively restrained compared to like most other movies, especially around that similar time, because like I think like Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out like a couple of years before the first Alien movie, and there was a lot more of it in Texas Chainsaw, right? Yeah. I still actually really like that movie, but like that was part of its appeal, was like the amount of blood, the amount of gore, and like it being a relatively new idea at the time. But yeah, relatively restrained, and when it does happen, it's like it makes sense why it's there, right?
Yeah.
It like the selling point of Alien wasn't necessarily because of the gore, necessarily, you know.
Yeah. About as far as I can push myself when it comes to gore is The Thing.
Oh yeah,
which is a great movie, but it definitely has quite a bit of gore.
Oh, it does, absolutely, yeah. But again, it's even with The Thing, which has quite a lot of gore, I wouldn't necessarily say that that was like the main point of The Thing. Right?
No, the main point was the paranoia of who is
right, exactly.
Would be The Thing.
Yeah, it's like the gore was kind of like a means to an end almost, you know. Like it's just what happens when you are taken over by the Thing, you know.
Yeah.
It's like inevitably going to happen. It's like that's part of the horror itself almost.
But I won't deny that there are a few scenes in it that are hard for me to get through. It's impossible.
Oh yeah.
I have not heard of Guardian Legends hack. What's that, Lysander? Part of it's hard to predict as well sometimes. Like, I never thought that a fucking Marvel movie would make me feel like I'm gonna pass out, and then I watch the scene and Doctor Strange where he gets in a car wreck and he has to have the surgery. That bothered me.
Oh, right, yeah.
So it's like impossible to predict what will and will not turn my stomach.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Yeah. And honestly, that's probably like the most effective horror that you could do, really, is like either in a movie that is otherwise not about it, or it's like it's at a moment when you genuinely least expect it, right? Yeah, like what would be a good example? Like it is a really good example, but it's like I've relatively recently watched Cure, which is like how do you describe it? It's kind of like a Silence of the Lambs, but it's, instead of it being about a serial killer, it's like it's a serial killer movie that doesn't have a serial killer, if that makes sense. It's more about say a guy who sort of hypnotizes and manipulates people into essentially committing like heinous acts for him, right? But yeah, like the actual movie itself is not a horror movie, like at all. It's more like a detective mystery mixed in with like some psychological elements and like it's more of a mystery movie, right? Mm-hmm. However, it is probably the most genuinely terrifying movie you will ever see that is not a horror movie. It's one of those kind of films. Yeah.
I don't remember what I was doing. I genuinely do not remember what I was doing in this one.
Right.
Where I'm supposed to go in this dungeon.
Oh dear. Well, I guess we're going to be grinding until we eventually figure it out.
That was my plan. I mean, go wrong with leveling up with a JRPG, though, right?
Oh, hell no. Nah. If anything, it just makes it a hell of a lot easier for you.
Yep. So who's your favorite director? Since we're talking about
damn. I mean, if you'd asked me like 10 or so years ago, it would absolutely have been Ridley Scott. But ever since Prometheus, I was like, man, how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like dramatically, like, because in fairness with Ridley Scott, like his work has always been kind of fluctuating, very like peaks and troughs throughout his career. Yeah. But he always had like a very clear kind of. You could tell by looking at his movies that it's like, oh yeah, that was directed by Ridley Scott, because he had a very definite kind of style and look, regardless of like what the movie is or what the quality of it is, right?
Yeah.
But then ever since Prometheus, it's like, I don't know, it's almost like he dove head first up his own ass, like in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
necessary.
Yeah.
Whatever the Alien movie was after Prometheus was even less necessary.
Oh yeah. Because like at least with Prometheus, you could at least make the argument that it was like, oh okay, it's set within the Alien universe, but it's trying to tell its kind of own story that's technically a prequel to the first Alien movie. It's like, oh, okay, fair enough, whatever. Like, regardless of the quality, which is shit, but still. Yeah. But whereas every other Alien movie after that is just like, why is this a thing? Like,
I mean, I kind of also feel that way about Alien Resurrection.
Yeah, oh god, yeah. Yeah, it's like I know a lot of people tend to rag on Alien 3, and like I'm not one of them, but I at least get it, right?
Yeah.
But Resurrection, like the first time I watched that, I was just like, huh? Like, what is this movie? It's like a French art house movie that's trying to be a comedy action with like horror-ish elements that aren't particularly scary. And Ripley just has sex with a xenomorph at one point. And it's just like, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Or it's implied that she did, right?
Yeah, it is really, really, really strange.
Very.
I can get behind Alien 3 to an extent. I wish they would have gone with the original idea. Did you hear about what the original idea was going to be? Where it was going to be like this wooden construct planet with a bunch of monks.
Yeah,
and have weapons.
Yeah, it's like as soon as I had heard what the original concepts of Alien 3 were going to be, like, okay, the wooden constructed planet seemed a bit odd to me, but I was like, okay, you could. Actually, no, that is just a bit of a too weird of an idea. But everything else that they were kind of thinking up of before they eventually went with what they did, it was like, okay, that's actually really interesting. You could do something with that. And then the actual Alien 3 came out, and it's just like, I didn't hate it. Like, it was like, I get the overall idea they had with it. It was like trying to sort of turn the series back to like its horror roots with being much more like the original, as opposed to more action heavy that the Aliens was. But the thing is, like, they could have done that without killing off like 2/3 of the characters in Aliens, is the thing.
Yeah.
Like, because as much as like I like Aliens, but I'm not as hype on it as everybody else seems to be. Like, I'm more of a fan of the original than Aliens. But I do really still like the film, and I think the characters of like Ripley, Hicks, and Newt, like those three right there are like the absolute, you know, best characters in the movie. Like, them as a trio are just like the power trio of Aliens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like it's just like, oh yeah, Newt died.
Beginning of them, like off screen too.
Yeah, off screen. Yeah, so it's like you don't even necessarily get the emotional weight of like them actually dying in front of you if they were going to go with that route, right?
Mm-hmm. Guardian Legend, it's an NES game. It's a hidden game. I have not. I'll have to look at that later.
Oh, okay.
I kind of like the assembly cut a little bit more than the actual cut of Alien.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Like, it expands on it a little bit more and gets rid of some of the more questionable choices that they went for the theatrical. Yeah. But yeah, like I say, I don't hate Alien 3, but they could have done a lot better than they did. Yeah.
It pales in comparison to 1 and 2.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Alien Isolation, that game was really, really good too.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. But then, like, when they... Like, as soon as it became a big success, Alien Isolation, like, they immediately announced, like, oh yeah, we're working on a sequel, but it's going to be a mobile game. Like, huh?
Why?
Excuse you? What?
Why?
Like, yeah, it's like... just whose bright idea was that? And why is he still working at your company?
Yeah. I think they're actually working on a proper sequel now, like more than a decade after the fucking thing came out.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
About goddamn time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Although that seems to happen on occasion with the games industry, is like whatever company would come around and make an absolute banger of a game and then just never capitalize on it. Like Simpsons Hit and Run back in the day. Absolutely massive game on the PlayStation 2. I like every single guy I knew had a copy of that game if they had a PlayStation 2, right?
Yeah, that game was fun.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant game. Well, for the time, you know.
Yeah.
Like it has its flaws, granted, but like it was a genuinely fun game. Like, which is more than you can say for most Simpsons games. Let's be honest. Right?
Yeah, most of
but,
them.
Yeah, but like
the game for the 7th-gen console is called The Simpsons game alright as well.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
That gets a lot of humor of the show, which is really exciting. The first, like, 9 seasons are fucking great. I love it.
Right.
After that, it kind of slowly turned to mush.
Yeah, it did a bit, yeah. But, yeah. But then, like, I think people were interviewing, like, either the devs or the producers after the fact, like, a few years after Hit and Run had come out. And every single person who worked on it was just like, yeah, why didn't we capitalize on this? Like, this was an absolutely huge game at the time. Like, why? But, yeah. But yeah, I think. Yeah.
You too. Whatever the hell you are.
Right. Oh, excuse me.
Why hasn't there ever been like a remaster of it or something? I would assume because licensing issues. It seems to be the only reason for a lot of things. Yeah.
Yeah. And like I suppose like a lot of the voice actors from Hit and Run aren't around anymore, like Apu.
Well, I would admit,
I guess.
Wasn't the Hit and Run still the cast of the show though, or?
Oh yeah, it was the cast of the show, but then they also had like an entire level that was like dedicated to like as like an Apu level. Like you play as Apu. I think.
And the guy that voices Apu won't voice him anymore because.
Right, exactly, because reasons. Yes. Yeah. Like Apu being racist, even though like he's like one of the most memorable side characters in The Simpsons in its entirety. Like I know absolutely no one who dislikes Apu, right?
Yeah. I swear to God, the entire country of India's reputation has just gotten worse and worse and worse since he quit The Simpsons.
Yeah.
I don't know if these two things are tied together, but
right. But you know, it's a strange coincidence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't it that guy that did that directed the Netflix Devil May Cry show? That
right.
Is there a large part of at least a large chunk of the reason why Apu went away?
I'm not sure actually. Yeah, like, because I know like a big chunk of it was actually the voice actor for Apu himself. But whether it was any outside influence on that, I'm not sure actually.
Because I thought that was one of the reasons why everybody hated him. That and he decided to go with the typical bullshit Hollywood route of demons are actually misunderstood and they're secretly not the bad guys in fucking Devil May Cry.
Right, yeah. It's tiring. Yeah, it's like I hate this trend in, well, I was going to say Hollywood, but it seems to be fucking everywhere now. Of like, okay, we'll bring back this franchise, or we'll bring this franchise to like a new medium, like say movies or a TV show, right? But we'll hire on writers and producers who despise the thing in the first place and just wish to like subvert everything about it that was pre-established. Like, why? Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if somebody were to try to like offer me a job on something that I either didn't understand or I outright hated, I would just be like, no, I'll just reject the fucking job, right?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't necessarily like think like, oh yeah, I'll just piss off the entirety of its fan base by doing something that's completely antithetical to it. That just never occurs to me, right?
Yeah. And you've got like the woke crowd or whatever that feels the need to relentlessly defend it every single fucking time it happens.
Right, yeah. Well, it's like, it subverted your expectations, therefore it was a good thing. Like, no, there's subverting my expectations in a good way, where it's like, it's something that I genuinely didn't expect, but makes sense in the universe that they trying to create. And it's subverting my expectations where, like, oh yeah, I expected this thing to be good, but it turns out to be shit. That is not good subversion.
Yeah, the very first thing that comes to mind when you say that is fucking The Last Jedi. Fuck that movie.
Oh, yeah, jeez. Oh.
The movie is terrible.
Right. Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I get what Rian Johnson was trying. First off, the movie feels like it's made with animosity towards Star Wars in general, and The Last Jedi in specific. It feels like it was made from a place of hate for both of those.
Yes. Definitely.
Which is a bad place to come from when you're fucking making a sequel to it.
Yes, exactly. And especially when it's like, it's not some like low budget effort where you could just sort of like basically do whatever you want because it's a low budget thing, nobody would particularly care, right? No, it is like a very high budget, and I think like the highest budget Star Wars at the time. It's like a canonical sequel to like an actual numbered entry in the series. Like, what are you doing? No, there is way too much money at stake to be doing half of the shit you're doing.
Yeah, I get what he was. I think I understand what he was trying to do with it. It just doesn't fucking work. He was trying to do like a deconstruction type of thing, which you can do a deconstruction of Star Wars. There's one that's very successful. It's called Knights of the Old Republic 2, and it's great.
Right. There you go. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's kind of like what I've been saying to most of the guys on the servers that we sort of are a part of. It's that I despise The Last Jedi with every fiber of my being. However, the fundamental, like, basic idea, like, if you distill The Last Jedi down to essentially one idea, it's of essentially Luke Skywalker losing faith in himself and therefore faith in the Force, and essentially gets reinvigorated and brought back into the fold by a younger, much more optimistic Padawan. Mm-hmm. That fundamental idea can absolutely work in the realm of Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
It's just the way they went about it. Right. But it's just the way they went about doing it is in the most spiteful, hateful, and just outright shittest way you could possibly do it.
Yeah. You absolutely did not sell me on the idea of Luke giving up on the Force just because he had a vision of his nephew. Like, no, fuck off.
Nah. like in order for Luke Skywalker to lose faith in the Force and to disconnect himself from it, it would have to be something fucking huge for him to like even contemplate the idea, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially like when you put it into context of like, okay, like he was literally going around in the original trilogy trying to save his dad. Like the one guy who everybody said to him was like the most evil guy who cannot be turned back, and he proved every single one of them fucking wrong. Right?
Yeah,
there is always hope with Luke.
An entire planet to die right in front of him,
right?
Just because he didn't care.
Right.
Well then, let's start things off with a drink.
You're not going to convince me that because he had a little vision of a possible future. Like, fuck off, Phil.
Yeah, nah. Like, okay, like he had a vision of a, yeah, it's like he had a vision of a possible future. It's like, okay, that'd probably be something in the back of his mind if we're going by like how he is as an actual character from the original trilogy, right? But he wouldn't necessarily make a make or break decision based on like a possibility, right? You know, like it well, at least a possibility of like something being bad. If it's a possibility of something being good, it's like, oh yeah, he'll go a million miles out of his way to try and achieve it. Hence, you know, Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, right? But if it's a possibility of it being negative, it's just like, yeah, he'll probably think about it and have it playing on his mind, but he wouldn't necessarily act on that, right? Because he's not that kind of guy. Yeah, he's a very hopeful and optimistic guy, just in principle. Yeah. It would take a lot for that to change.
I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing.
No worries. Oh, bro.
I'll figure it out eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I should play Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 again. I've beaten 1 multiple times.
Yeah.
I've only beaten 2 once.
Right.
I should try the restored content mod for 2, because apparently that adds in a whole bunch of stuff that was cut from the original. Like there was going to be a big, and it's hinted at in the game itself, but there was going to be a big quest line about discovering a robot that is very similar to HK-47 when HK-47 is supposed to be unique and there's going to be this
right
thing. It didn't make it to the game because they made that game in less than a year.
Yeah. It's kind of insane, like how much they were able to actually do, considering the type of game that it is and how much time they had to do it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or it's like, oh, like the stories I hear of like the development cycle of like the original Team Silent Hill games, like 2 years, and like 3 and 4 were basically developed side by side. I was like, huh?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, they were making 3, like they had split the team up into 2 and making 3 alongside alongside 4. There are a lot of people that will tell you that 4 isn't a Team Silent game, and I think they're all wrong.
Oh yeah, no, I can see the argument where like most of the people who were working on 4 didn't necessarily work on any other Silent Hill beforehand, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, you had Akira Yamaoka, who was producing and doing the music on it. So you had like one of the main guys from the
So where is she?
working on the thing in its entirety, essentially.
I see.
And like most of the guys that they hired for the game weren't exactly inexperienced, you know.
I've been waiting here all this time just to kill you guys.
Yeah, they won.
I finally got the chance to kill non-ish and do it again.
You're the one who killed all those people?
Yeah, as much as Team Silent themselves had a bit of a revolving door when it came to developers, they never really went too far away. Like they just worked on other projects while
you're ready
stuff was happening, essentially.
Gilbert, over here in hell.
Yeah.
I'm not too good at physical labor, so I'm afraid this is all I can do.
Hey, Leo, how you doing?
Hey, Leo. How you doing, my brother?
I forgot that it was March. I forgot that it was March 10th. Anyway.
Oh, hey, there you go. Yes, I'm doing well as well. Hey, thank you. But yeah, to go back to your question earlier about like who my favorite director is, I'm gonna probably have to say it's probably the director of the movie I was telling you about earlier, about where it's like kind of a like a serial killer movie that doesn't have a serial killer. It's Kiyoshi Kurosawa. Yeah, directed. Directing still. He's still around doing his thing. Lots and lots of like different genres of movie. Like he does mostly psychological and like horror adjacent stuff, right? If that makes sense. Like whenever the story calls for it, he always likes to add like a little bit of like a horror element to it, which I actually really appreciate. You know, as a fan of horror myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah.
What status effect did this fucking thing just cast on me? Okay, let's see which one of your transformations can damage this thing. For me, it's simple. It's been John Carpenter.
Oh yeah, John Carpenter. Yeah, you can't go wrong. Well, I mean you can, but like it's relatively few. Right?
Yeah, most of his movies are great.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, just going by directors that Leo has posted. I don't know, like I'm not big on Quentin Tarantino, but I get why his movies are popular, right? Like, I think his dialogue is absolutely stunningly brilliant. But the rest of the movie tends to be like hit or miss for me a lot of the time. Like I like Pulp Fiction, I like Reservoir Dogs, and I like I like Kill Bill 1. I haven't actually seen Kill Bill 2 yet, but I do plan to. Oh, excuse me.
Quentin Tarantino.
But yeah,
is one of my favorites for sure.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, I absolutely get why he's one of people's favorites. He's he's just not quite one of my own, is the thing. Stanley Kubrick, though, oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, 2001: A Space Odyssey and Doctor Strangelove, and but the what's that other one I really like?
Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket. Oh, yeah. What is your major malfunction?
I fucking love Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, it is great. Absolutely fantastic movie. Oh, and of course, one of my favorite movies of all time, actually, The Shining, of course. Being a horror guy.
The Shining is one of my favorites as well. I fucking love that.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Kubrick is another one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah. And Peter Jackson, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't actually watched any of his movies outside of Lord of the Rings. But purely because of Lord of the Rings, I am willing to agree. Because The Lord of the Rings is a masterpiece from start to finish.
If you like ridiculous, over-the-top horror, then you should check out Peter Jackson's early stuff.
Oh, yeah. He did like, like you say, over-the-top horror that's like a comedy, kind of. Yeah. It's kind of weird how he got his start in movies doing that and then just went straight into Lord of the Rings. Like, how did you get that job? Like, from going by where you started, bro. Like, that was either one of the best gambles in history, or you were extraordinarily fucking lucky. Right?
Cure her, please. I don't know how he got that job with that, but I'm glad he did.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And especially, like, when you look at, like, the making of documentaries of the Lord of the Rings movies, like, it literally starts with him, like, saying, like, he always liked and really appreciated the Lord of the Rings books, but was just kind of waiting for somebody to eventually come around and actually make them into a movie. Like, just expecting it not to be him. Right? Right? Yeah, so it's, yeah.
I gotta show you Meet the Feebles. I have not heard of Meet the Feebles.
I've heard of it, but not entirely sure what it is.
But yeah, Kubrick and Carpenter are my two favorites.
Right.
Quentin Tarantino's up there as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think probably the one director that I would say I appreciate more so than I like is probably David Lynch. Like, his movies are extraordinarily divisive and kind of mixed, but his, like, approach to creativity is something to, like, you can really appreciate about him.
I've heard a lot of good things about him, but I've never...
Yeah, like, I've started watching Twin Peaks, and I absolutely get why people say it's a masterpiece, because it is. Oh my god. An extraordinarily weird masterpiece, but very much a masterpiece. Yeah, and then I've relatively recently watched Lost Highway, which, again, I appreciate, but there's stuff I'm not so hot on. Like, there's a lot of sex for no apparent reason. Like, it's one of those movies. Yeah, it's like very much sex for its own sake rather than it being to serve a purpose as such.
You mean like that one scene in Oppenheimer?
That one scene in Oppenheimer? I haven't actually watched Oppenheimer.
Oh, well, yeah, it's got tits at one point just for the sake of having tits.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of that in Lost Highway. And don't get me wrong, I can see the appeal of having tits in movies, right? But when it's like
Florence Pugh's tits, so it was a good pair of tits, but
right, yeah. But it's like when, especially in the case of Lost Highway, there's like 5 or 6 different like sex scenes, and only like one of them is plot relevant. It's like only one of them actually serves a purpose in the story itself. It's just like, bro,
there's a lot of sex scenes for one movie. That is
a little bit, a little bit.
I expect that many sex scenes in porn. I don't expect that many sex scenes in a David Lynch movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But the movie outside of that is really, really interesting. It's I don't know how to I don't actually know how to explain it without putting you off it. Really, it's a very strange movie to try and explain. It's essentially about this guy who doesn't remember killing his wife, and then is locked in jail because of it. But then, like, I don't know, like, dude, a lot of damage. But then, like, he somehow, as he's in the prison, he becomes someone else, and then sort of lives, essentially, like he's able to like get out of prison because he's somebody else, and he essentially lives on his life as though he's this other person. But then, as he slowly remembers who he was before, it's essentially like reality kind of breaks around him. It's very, very strange. I'm not gonna lie, but outside of like the gratuitous sex scenes, like it is a genuinely good movie. Yeah. Like, apparently one of the main inspirations for Silent Hill 2.
I was going to say,
and
a lot of what you're describing sounds like Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Like, as soon as you watch it, bro, it's like, oh yeah, I can see exactly where they're coming from with this, right?
Yeah, that another one is supposed to be the movie Jacob's Ladder, which I need to actually watch.
Oh, that's a great one. Like, in fairness, I do actually need to rewatch that because it's been a very long time since I've watched Jacob's Ladder, but I was genuinely impressed with Jacob's Ladder.
I've heard nothing but good things about it. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah. Like, I won't necessarily spoil it for you, but the one thing that a lot of people tend to rag on the movie for is the ending. Is that it's... like, the movie doesn't really set up at all what the ending turns out to be, but it's honestly not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah.
Shit. Okay, I need to get her back up. Okay. Do you have the ability to...
Excuse me.
No, you don't. Hopefully this doesn't kill him so I can get ready to go. It did. Never mind. She doesn't get experience.
Oh dear. Shit.
I should have just used an item.
Right. Oh dear.
No experience for a boss fight. That kind of fucking sucks.
Ah, dang it.
That boss fight was actually pretty easy. I think I might be overpowered.
You're finished.
So you're saying it was a bad idea to do that unintentional grinding?
Not necessarily. I've actually got a lot of potential right now. I've got 2 or 3 screens that suggest me grinding.
Oh, fair enough.
Lady! It appears that Lady has broken the final seal! We have to go!
Come back!
Shania, we should be more worried about getting out of there alive. Okay?
We've got to get out. Hurry!
Shania, hurry!
We can kill them later. Let's go.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Oh, so this cutscene must be important because they're pulling out the CG from this one.
Oh, hey. No expense spared for this one. It always makes me laugh though, like, you saw it around the sort of mid-2010s, I want to say, where, like, the CG cutscenes would be at a lower resolution than the actual fucking game. I was like, how do you do that? Like, it used to be the exact opposite back in the day.
Yep. I mean, the resolution of the game was 320 by 240 at that time, but...
Right. Yeah.
That might have been a disc saving on anything that wasn't
Yeah.
PlayStation 3, right?
All right.
I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Like, I just remember that being a thing on, like, Deus Ex Human Revolution in particular.
That game was awesome.
Oh, it is an awesome game, don't get me wrong.
Awesome franchise.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like, no argument from me, bro, at all. But it is just so funny, like, you watch, like, the CG cutscenes on it, and in-game cutscenes, and it's like night and day, like, the difference between them. Like, you know, the gameplay cutscenes were hands down better resolution and looking better in general.
That's it.
I'm honestly not sure what just happened, but it was real pretty.
Indeed.
Where are we?
It kind of looked cyberpunk-y, seeing as we're talking about Deus Ex.
I should stream through the first one.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
I'm glad it's getting a remaster. Everybody's bitching about the look of the remaster, so they delay it. But I'm glad it's happening at least. Bring it to modern
Right.
consoles and modern PCs, make it easier to run.
Right, yeah. Like, I think out of all of the games in the Deus Ex series, yeah, that is the one that is the most deserving of a remaster. I'm a little bit skeptical on, like, the method by which they are actually remastering it, though.
It's not 9
because apparently they...
so I'm a little bit nervous.
right, and
Everything
apparently
9
they
does is stolen, by the way.
Oh, yeah, to be fair, yeah. But apparently, I'm not entirely sure how true it is, because, like, it's just a lot of Twitter posts talking about it. But apparently they're using, like, a lot of, like, AI assets to actually do the remastering process. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a shame if that's true, but...
Yeah, AI upscaling is pretty common in
Yeah.
remasters that aren't Night Dive nowadays. And it's like,
oh, yeah,
why
it
can't you
is,
guys
yeah.
Why
look
isn't
at
it
Night Dive
open?
and do what they do? They
Guess that's
optimize the
where
shit out of every game they remaster. Get them running buttery smooth on every fucking console.
I think we should try and be more patient.
They preserve the original art style while
But when it
optimizing
does
so that
open,
it looks gorgeous.
Lady will become human again,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
No.
Well, hell, even if you don't use Night Dive as an example, there's like a hell of a lot of like fan projects of HD remasters of like. One that immediately comes to mind is like the fan HD remaster of Silent Hill 2.
Yeah,
which is absolutely fantastic.
It's a hell of a lot better than the actual remaster of Silent Hill 2.
Right, the actual official one on 360. Oh man. Oh.
Which I own because it's the far and away the cheapest way to get your hands on Silent Hill 2 nowadays. Or 3, rather.
Yeah,
I own a physical copy of 1, 2, and 4. I don't have 3.
Yeah.
And I wanted to play 3, and that was by far the cheapest way to do it.
Cheapest. Yeah. Yeah. Like, thankfully, I had all of the Team Silent games, the Team Silent Hill games, like, before prices went insane on them. Like, I think the most I ever spent on a Silent Hill game was, like, just over £10, so that's, like, $12-13. Yeah.
The most I have currently played for a Silent Hill game was about $60 that I got a factory... I got Indy. I got him a factory sealed copy of Homecoming.
Oh, okay.
Because he didn't have one, and he's a huge Silent Hill fan, so...
Right, yeah. Yeah, which is fair enough, yeah. I just didn't... I genuinely had no idea that, like, copies of Homecoming can go for that price, potentially. Like, oh.
Yeah, basically all of them are kind of expensive, or really expensive at this point, except for the remaster.
Ah, right. Yeah. It's almost as like, now that Konami is sort of like bringing the series back, it's bringing a lot more attention to like the older games vicariously. Like, You know what, Leo? You went wrong. No more new games until we've remade all the old ones. Yeah.
I'm not necessarily against the idea of a remake.
Right.
What puts me off with the way remakes are treated right now is they're like, let's take this game from the 8th generation of consoles and remake it for the PlayStation 5, and I was like, this game's like 10 years old. It doesn't. This disc you will put in your PlayStation 5 and it will work. You don't need to remake this.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like when they were making like I think like a HD remaster of like Red Dead Redemption 1, I was like, why?
Yeah.
Like
go do
all
Red
the games
Dead
in the
Revolver.
series.
Shut up and go do Red Dead Revolver. Except no wait, don't do it because you screwed up the last time you remastered your fucking games.
I mean, right. Yeah. And like they kind of did, but it was like digital only for the Xbox Series consoles, right? Yeah, but like you can't get hold of it on PC, Red Dead Revolver. It's just like, oh, well, okay then. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, you can go back to, like, the original version of Red Dead Redemption 1, and it'll still blow you away graphically. And, like, it's not it can be a buggy game, but it's not, you know, to the point where it's a requirement to do a remaster of the thing.
It came to PC, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
If I remember, the system requirements are pretty fucking high on it, though, for some ungodly reason.
Right, yeah. Yeah, very strange, yeah, considering, like... Yeah, like this 360 PS3 game is, like, an insanely high requirement on, like, PC. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
Like if your PC is even vaguely within the spectrum of being modern, it should be fine with Red Dead 1. Right?
Yeah. Like the recommended graphics card is an RTX 2070 for a 360 PlayStation 3 game. Why?
Yeah. Man.
Is the recommended for Red Dead 2, which is a better looking game, that high?
It's been a long time since I've looked at Red Dead 2 specs.
I'm gonna look at it now.
Yeah.
Nope, the recommended is a 1060. Are you fucking kidding me?
Hey. There you go. Oh yeah, so for this, like, technically graphically inferior, well, in air quotes inferior game, it requires more than, like, one of the best looking games of, like, modern times. Like, sure, game. Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense at fucking all. You know, Leo, I would be down for 3D space pinball on modern consoles.
Oh, 100%. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Or hell, like Super Mario 64 on, like, consoles other than Nintendo is like, you know what? I'd buy it. Right. You know, it's a fantastic game, and having it available on a wider variety of systems so that more people can experience it is just like, oh, fuck yeah. How is that a negative?
I'm going to use the restroom, and I'm going to get myself something.
Yeah, no worries.
My water ran out. I'll be right back.
Alright, no worries, bro. But yeah, man, like, 3D space pinball, that takes me back. Man. Like, playing that on, like, free, and, was it Windows XP or Vista that came bundled free? But I remember playing the living fuck out of it. Yeah. Probably, like, among one of my first gaming experiences was 3D space pinball. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh. Yeah, I'm slightly recovering from a cold, but the operative word being slightly. Man. There was a build of Super Mario 64 and PS2 made by a bootlegger. Unfortunately, the retro achievement set for it got canned. But, damn. That's a shame. But yeah, that's unfortunately, like, the only way we'd ever really see projects like that is, like, bootleg versions from, I don't know, someplace in fucking Russia or some shit. Or, like, a fan project that gets, like, shit canned within, like, weeks of it being made, like, Nintendo being made aware of it, right? Yeah. 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 Nintendo hates fun. That's why we can't still find AM2R. Oh yeah, I remember. Like, I completely forgot about that thing. Like, it's been a long time since I've thought about that, man. Yeah, just like, because say what you will about Sega, but whenever, say, like, a fan project of, like, a Sonic game, or I don't know, what's some other, like, Sega franchise, like Golden Axe or some shit, right? So long as, like, they're not just straight up stealing assets from like some of the original game, like, they genuinely don't give a shit. Right? Yeah. And if anything, it just, like, the more and more, like, fan projects are being made for, like, say, a particular franchise, like the more and more people are being sort of made aware of the franchise itself, it's like it's essentially like the best form of like free marketing for like these quite well established companies, right? Like you literally like you don't have to like give them money to do it. You don't have to pay however much money you spend on marketing, which is way too much, by the way, but you know. Anyway, it's literally like just by virtue of people being a fan of your games or of a particular franchise that you make brings people into it, right? Or like almost vicariously. Like the more fan projects are being made of something, the more and more people are being made aware of it. Therefore, you make money as well as like, and they potentially get their foot in the door as regards like getting into games development. Because I think I forget exactly what Sonic game it was, but was it literally like they hired like a guy who specialized in like Sonic fan projects to do an actual Sonic game officially, right? Like that will never happen with Nintendo. Never in a rain of piss pots, right? To coin a British phrase. Yeah. That's it, Sonic Mania. Thank you, Leo. Thank you. Yeah, Christian Whitehead. Bless him. Yes. Oh, excuse me.
I'm back.
Yeah. Hey, bro.
Hey, Leo, if you're
Hello.
still in chat, when might you want to do more Snoop game? Let me know. So you know how I told you I was probably going to get myself a copy of the Sons of Evil demo by Poison on vinyl?
Oh, right, yeah.
I was able to order it this Friday or Thursday.
Yeah.
It should be here on this upcoming Monday. I'm really excited about that.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. And like, well, speaking of which, like, like I'm not entirely sure how quote unquote legal it is, but I remember like I relatively recently ordered like there's this guy on Etsy who does like a bunch of like video game soundtracks, but on audio cassette. And so I was looking through it and I was just like, oh, he's got the original 4 Silent Hill soundtracks on audio cassette.
I would
like,
love to have that.
Bruh. Oh, hell yeah. Ordered all 4 instantly.
Getting music on cassette tape in the year of our Lord 2026. Can you even buy a cassette player anymore?
Funnily enough, bro, you actually can. They are, well, most of the ones that are being sold brand new are complete and utter dog shit. But assuming you have a cassette player that's still working from back in the day,
I do.
Then that's the best way of going about it. In fairness,
I have a collection of albums on cassette. Probably 30, 40 somewhere in there. Not a ton, but I've got a collection of them on cassette, and it was because I could get them for like 50 cents a piece because they were selling them for dirt cheap. It was like, oh, Pink Floyd live for 50 cents. I'll take that.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
And I got some good stuff. I got a few Ozzy albums, and I found an Anthrax album on tape.
Neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although there is a, I don't know where they are, but there's a couple of online distros that sell a couple of other Poison records on cassette that I'd like.
Yeah. Oh, neat.
There's one that is from their one and only album. There's one that is their one and only album, and one is a live recording from 1986.
You know.
And I want to get those eventually, but I'm focusing on trying to get their 3 demos on vinyl, and I'm going to have to get them from 3 different distributions, because the one I used to get Sons of Evil only has Sons of Evil and no other Poison.
Right. Yeah. Oh man, that actually sounds to me like a lot of the trouble I've been having trying to track down like the. They've relatively recently released like the soundtracks to Silent Hill 1 to 4 on vinyl, but only in limited numbers.
That too.
Yeah. But like I managed to get hold of Silent Hill 4 on vinyl, but literally nothing else. Like everywhere, like the guy that it's like an actual company that I bought the Silent Hill 4 soundtrack of. They had listings for like the other 3. I was like, oh, okay, I'll just order all 4. It'd be fine. No, they only had 4. This is Silent Hill 4.
That sucks.
Yeah, only one currently available, and I was the last guy to have that one. I was like, oh, great.
Jeez.
So even though we were, huh?
I was just reading what Leo said to me.
Ah, okay, yeah. But yeah, but it is literally out of stock anywhere, and I'll be honest, I'm probably extraordinarily lucky that I've got a copy of Silent Hill 4 at all. So there we go.
Yeah, I've got the Xbox. Well, Silent Hill 4 is the easiest one of those to get a hold of nowadays legally because GOG sells it.
Right, yeah.
But for a physical copy, you're probably going to pay a pretty penny, just like everything else. Like I'd probably get a Origins for the PSP for about $70, and that's cheap for a Silent Hill.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember when that game was like you couldn't get rid of it for like 50 cents. Because no one gave a shit.
So you weren't able to stop them, were you?
Well, back
they
then,
all
obviously.
command a high price. Yeah.
Don't let it bother
The ones
you.
people don't
I'm
like
just
command
glad
high
you made
price,
it
like
back here.
Fucking
Right.
Downpour, which I
I
actually
took a
don't
bomb.
like, and
Many of our brethren were
Yeah.
killed,
Oh,
slaughtered.
oh man, like
The men from
it's
this
funny enough, I've been
island.
trying to like track down physical copies of like the later
Now they
games in the Silent Hill
own their
series, like
destiny.
because I've already have the original 4, and it's just like, oh, okay, I may as well just expand my horizons into the rest of the series.
Don't you want
And,
to
like,
avenge their deaths?
I eventually did find a copy of Downpour,
They weren't
which
killed while they were
is the
sleeping
one
or
game
lying
in the
around
series I
doing
haven't
nothing.
played whatsoever.
They died.
But it was going for like
in
£120,
fighting to prevent the
so like
gate from
$150.
appearing on
I'm
our
like,
Earth.
you what? Excuse
What
you?
more can I ask of them?
For like a PlayStation 3 game that, well, at the
Vengeance
time
is
at
not
least,
the
was
correct path for our
critically
kind.
like
We
commercially
are survivors,
bad.
our land.
Yeah.
And you're
And
charging that
complete
much
honesty.
purely because it has
So that
Silent Hill
those
on the
who died
label.
will not have died in vain.
Yeah,
Where
even
are
the
you
fucking
going?
Vita one that nobody
I'm
liked.
not finished talking to
Yeah.
you.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to Gate.
If you
I
don't
have to go back to avenge my tribe.
Get it off of Amazon.
And then come running back here
Yeah,
once
yeah.
again.
Well, no, it is actually available on Steam, but it's
Do
a
not be
very,
so
very
hasty.
balked version.
A fool makes the same mistake twice.
Ah,
On
okay,
Amazon
yeah.
Prime still. I don't know if you can play it over there in the UK, but
Well, I'll have a look. See.
I don't know if the
See,
region coding thing
We
is
still have a bit of time
PS3 game.
Oh.
until the gate finally opens.
Yeah, I think
Perhaps if
with
we can seal
PlayStation
the
they got rid of
gate's power
region
before that
encoding with like the
happens.
PlayStation 4 onwards.
Seal the
Yeah,
gate's
PlayStation
power.
3 still has region
Is
encoding.
that possible?
Yeah.
But it's both PlayStation 3 and
On the southern
Xbox. Both
continent,
PlayStation
there
and
is a
Xbox still
lake
have region
called
encoding for
Uri.
fucking DVDs and Blu-rays.
In the event a gate
can't.
should ever appear,
Which
our
sucks because I
ancient
want to get that
ancestors
big
constructed a giant
Blu-ray
tower
manga
of this
set
lake,
rent.
made entirely of one
Oh, yeah.
It's not available
from
in
top
my
to bottom.
region.
Nothing but sacred
Jeez,
salt.
man.
And it is said, at the very top of this tower, there is an altar,
That sucks.
inside of which has been sealed a brilliant blue light,
have to climb to the
capable
top
of
of this tower
opposing the
sometimes.
red light of malice. Really?
Yeah, I think so, bro.
I believe in the words of the white man's language. They use the word will. The gate hasn't opened just yet, because the power of the will flowing from the tower is just barely able to keep it closed tight. If that power was somehow to be fully released,
Triumph?
the gate would again be sealed away,
Get banned off Twitch.
unable to cause harm.
So why have you not used that power until now?
They don't want you to joke. They don't want you to talk about the funny mustache.
Just like the red light.
Ah, well,
The
right,
blue light
yes,
is
yes.
also very powerful, so it must not be carelessly spread throughout the world of humans. People who are filled with ill can do much evil in this world, but those who choose to oppress this evil beyond what is absolutely necessary will someday follow the same
I'll be back in a second, bro.
So our ancestors sealed the blue light, and to make certain that this power was as well protected as humanly possible, they placed it into 2 separate rings and gave them to different people.
This is complicated stuff.
So the bottom line is, our main goal is to search out and locate those 2 rings? Is that right?
One of the rings that you seek is held by a branch of our tribe which has since immigrated down to the south. These days it is kept in an idle cave, so that we can prevent any evildoers from possibly stealing it. And as for the other ring, even I don't know exactly where it is. I've heard that it was left under the watchful eye of the tribe that decided to stay up in the north.
The Northern Tribe.
I'll have to ask Zonda. Huh? I'm sure he'll scold me again, though. No matter. First, I think we should head to Ijo Cave. After all, there's no guarantee we'll find the other ring quickly.
So I guess we'll be going.
Shania, wait a minute, please. I sense inside of you some sort of ominous shadow that doesn't give you any rest. No, it's just needless worrying. The spirits dwelling within you will help you. They will show you the right path to travel as long as you will but listen.
Alright. So I'm guessing we're going to have to go to this giant tower that she's talking about and explore it eventually. But for now, it looks like we got a new place to go to. Good lord, I've been streaming this for 43 hours. No, we're not going there yet. I'm going back to Grand Canyon first. I want to see if this guy has a new thing for Nathan to hunt.
Hello there.
Welcome back.
Thank you, kindly.
Also, General Kenobi.
I knew you'd get it. General Kenobi.
I wonder if "Hello There" was a throwback to when he said it in the first, when Kenobi said it in the first Star Wars movie.
Oh, guaranteed. Like,
because he said it to when he first saw R2-D2, if I remember right.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And I think that's one of the things I appreciate most about the prequels in particular. It's because I know the prequels get panned on, and rightfully or wrongfully, but they get panned on. But the one thing I did really appreciate about it, though, is like the more and more you kind of pay attention and compare and contrast the prequels to the originals, how there seems to be like a lot of like thematic callbacks to like the original, but then recontextualized in the prequels. Because in terms of like events that happen to Luke Skywalker and Anakin Skywalker, it's very thematically very, very similar. But it's just where the two diverge is when essentially their decision at the end, where like Anakin ultimately like falls to the dark side, and then Luke essentially rises above and tries to be a better person and turns towards the light, essentially. Mm-hmm. And like I like because I know the prequels get panned on, but it's like, I don't know, bro. Like the more and more I watch it, the more and more I just really appreciate them. Actually,
yeah. I mean, they're especially the first two. I'm not a big fan of the first two. The third one's all right, but the first two, I have a lot of issues with. I don't think there's chemistry between Anakin and Padme at fucking all in the second movie.
Right.
Which makes the love scenes just awful as a result.
Oh yeah, it's not to necessarily dismiss that there's any problems with the prequels. There absolutely are. It's
all of them fucking masterpieces compared to The Last Jedi, though.
I mean, yeah. And that's the thing. It's like rewatching the prequels, knowing what we know of where Star Wars would eventually end up with the sequels. It's like, you know what? This was all right, actually.
Because Thanos has famously said, "Perhaps I judged you too harshly."
Right. Yes.
Yep. I'm surprised that there's not that kind of thing for The Force Awakens after so much backlash against Last Jedi, but it appears to have just made people hate Force Awakens a lot more.
Because I remember, like, the first time I watched The Force Awakens, to be honest, I didn't really think much about it at all. Like, it's just, I came away from it just being kind of underwhelmed. Like, it wasn't necessarily a bad movie, necessarily, but I just kind of, I don't know, it didn't really leave that much of an impression on me, really.
Yeah, it was, from what I remember, it was either people really liked it when it came out, or they thought it was just a bit underwhelming, and those were your two reactions to it. It didn't get the massive amount of hate that it does now, and that didn't happen until after The Last Jedi came out, and it was such a pile of garbage, which I'm kind of surprised that people didn't look back at it and be like, I suppose we judged that movie a little too harshly, because holy shit, it got worse.
Yeah, right, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, it did absolutely get worse, but then, like, as I was looking into, like, the actual, like, concise reviews of The Force Awakens, just to sort of gauge opinion, like the one that kind of swayed my opinion on Force Awakens was probably Mauler, right? Who is still in the process of making a multi-part series on The Force Awakens. And it's like the more and more you analyze it and really break it down, like the more and more it just seems like, yeah, it's the sum of its parts was like all right, but then it's like almost every single element of it is kind of either meh or shit. It's a different kind of shit compared to The Last Jedi. Absolutely. Like, that was an absolute hate-filled dreck of a movie.
Yeah, like I said earlier, The Last Jedi feels like it has nothing but hatred for both Star Wars in general and The Last Jedi in specific. And what gets me is people talk about the... Oh. All right, have a safe walk home, Leo. People talk about the Last Jedi, or damn it, I lost my train of thought.
No worries. Well, like sort of completely reworking their opinion on The Force Awakens because of The Last Jedi.
Yeah, I think a lot of people did actually do that, because it seemed to get a lot more hate after The Last Jedi came out.
Yeah. Like I've noticed that as well. Yeah.
It's one of 2 Star Wars Disney movies that I don't hate.
Right.
I'm not gonna call it great or anything, but I don't hate it.
Yeah. Like at least my personal opinion is that I don't think any of the sequel movies are in any way, shape, or form great movies, right?
Especially the last at the very least, the last 2.
Yeah.
I mean, the third one is trashed in a wholly unique way from the second one, but it's still not good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no.
At least like, it doesn't feel like it's created from a point of hating Star Wars. I'll give it that much.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. It is still technically shit, but a different kind of shit, right?
Yeah, there are scenes in the third one that I like.
Right.
I like the scene where Han Solo appears with Ben. I think that's a good little scene.
Yeah, and in fairness, like, even though I'm not a great fan of The Force Awakens, like, there is at least like 1 or 2 scenes that I do actually quite like and appreciate it. It's the scene that you're sort of essentially first introduced to Rey, and all she's doing, like, there's no dialogue basically at all.
Yeah,
and it's just her going through her daily routine.
Yeah,
and it's like scavenging through. Yeah, and,
that was cool.
And I think that's where like that movie is at its best, is in like the quiet moments where there isn't an awful lot going on and you're just observing.
God, remember when Hollywood remembered that you're supposed to have those in movies?
I know, right? But then, like, the weird juxtaposition though with The Force Awakens is that, yeah, it'll do that for exactly 1 scene, and then the rest of it would be absolutely what you would expect from a modern movie. It's like, there's no downtime, there's no quiet moments. It is literally just that 1 scene relatively near the beginning.
Yeah.
But out of all of the sequel trilogy, I'd say The Force Awakens is the one that's by far the least egregious. But I'm just generally speaking not a great fan of like the sequel trilogy at all, really.
I mean, neither am I. Like I said, there's only 2 that I kind of like, and emphasis on kind of. Rogue One and The Force Awakens.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like Rogue One, I would actually say, like, aside from like the majority of the characters being mostly forgettable outside of the droid, like the actual movie itself is actually really good, I would say. At least going by memory.
You can see that in both that movie and in his 2014 Godzilla movie.
Right. Yeah.
They both just have some gorgeous shots. And I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
The Halo jump in Godzilla 2014 is just fucking astounding filmmaking. I love that sequence.
Yeah.
When they drop down into the city while Godzilla is fighting whatever that monster was. Muto?
Right. I haven't actually watched the movie, so I don't really know, to be honest.
I am a gigantic Godzilla fanboy, so...
Yeah, fair.
For a long time.
Right. Yeah, like, to be honest, like, outside of, like, a few clips of the original, I don't think I've actually seen any Godzilla movie. At least one that I remember.
Do yourself a favor and watch the original film, the Japanese cut of the original film.
Oh, yeah.
The American cut is interesting in how they did it and everything, and how they took a Japanese movie and put an American character in it and tried to make it feel natural and stuff like that. But the Japanese version is flat out better. It was meant as a horror movie, even though that's kind of hard to see by today's standards, but it was.
Right, yeah.
And it takes itself very seriously, and it's like a big anti-nuclear war message.
Yeah. Which is honestly fair, considering, like, the country that it was produced in and
Japan,
how relatively close it was to the last time they got nuked, right? Yeah. It's,
But we're still pro doing again because Leo explained Kingdom Hearts to us.
Oh, yeah, no, right, naturally, yes.
It's all Leo's fault.
Right. Although, weren't we expanding that to, like, all of Asia at one point? I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah, we were going to expand that to all of Asia because he kept talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Right, yeah, exactly, yeah. It's like... it was a game developed in Japan, but now it's all of Asia's problem. Yes.
Yep. But no, seriously, it is a masterpiece. The first Godzilla is a legitimate masterpiece.
Oh yeah, so I've heard. Yeah.
A lot of the ones after that is going to depend upon how much you can appreciate the art of acting in a giant monster suit and.
Right.
Yeah, I know it doesn't look realistic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like to be fair, when it comes to like realism, it's like, I mean, I can, well, to be honest, like majority of the time I don't really care about realism. It's more like whether or not what you're presenting makes sense considering the universe that it's in, right?
Yeah. If you enjoy the rest of the Godzilla movies, it depends upon how much you like watching two guys in giant monster suits beating the crap out of each other, because that's what a lot of it is. Welcome back, Leo.
Yeah. Hey, Leo. Yeah. But like, I mostly
love that shit to
like,
death, but
yeah. Yeah, like I think it's probably says a lot that like I know the original is an absolute masterpiece.
It is.
But like of the later ones, especially the ones that were made in like the 70s, like the first thing that comes to mind is like that gif of like Godzilla jumping up and down and doing some kind of dance.
Yeah, that's from Invasion of the Astro Monster.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, that's funny and goofy, but like, you know, considering the series, how it began, it's like, wow.
But if you want another super serious one, watch Godzilla -1.
Oh yeah, I've heard great things about that actually. Yeah,
it won an Academy Award.
Oh really? Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Which
I did not know that.
Is awesome. And then the left
side
call him fascist because the director said he just makes movies to make people enjoy them. No message.
Oh, wow.
Just enjoy them.
Oh, that reminds me. Like, I was watching this like YouTube video of like somebody like discussing Cure, that movie that I've talked about a couple of times in previous on the stream. And he said like the director Kiyoshi Kurosawa was a part of like this sort of film philosophy group that was sort of big-ish in filmmaking at the time in Japan. Also, it's they don't focus as much on politics, but they focus on like the story and like how that's how it like sort of makes sense in like the film world, the universe, essentially. But the way that he phrased it made it sound as though that was a really weird thing. Like, bro, like, for like decades, that's exactly how movies were fucking made. What you on about?
Yeah.
Like, why is that suddenly a strange idea and concept to you? You know. And like, granted, I kind of get the at least the idea, like, okay, you can say look at majority of things through like a political lens, right? But that's not to say that everything you're looking through a political lens is in itself political. Like, that's very much on you, not the movie, 9 times out of 10. Oh, excuse me, sorry.
Alright, get the fuck out of here, bot. I'm not paying for views. Fuck off.
Indeed.
I will stream and have nobody watch me instead of paying for views. Thank you very much.
Right. If nobody watches me, I can at least know I'm streaming with dignity.
Exactly.
Right. Oh man. Yeah.
Sometime this year I need to play through Mass Effect 3 on stream.
Oh yeah?
Yep, I did the original PC port, not the remaster of Mass Effect 1 and 2 on stream already. I need to go through and do 3.
Neat. Yeah.
Have you played those games?
Yeah, I played a ton of Mass Effect 1 and 2, never actually got around to 3. I think that was around the time when I was starting paying more attention to like reviews and like people's opinions, and when Mass Effect 3 came out, like everyone fucking hated it. Yeah.
Mass Effect 3. The problem with Mass Effect 3 is that the vast majority of the game isn't bad at all, and it's got a lot of great and memorable moments throughout its story, but when you beat it back then and you got to the ending, and not only was it not what we had been told it would be, it was variations on the exact same cutscene that gave you zero fucking closure for the 160 or whatever hours that you had put into the series at that point. And
yeah.
It all came down to one single decision instead of all these different things you had done over the course of it, determining your ending. And there's so many fucking problems with the original ending, and it's just... It stuck out like a sore thumb and left a bad taste in your mouth. So the only thing you remember after playing through the game was how much you fucking hated the last hour of it. Nothing in that. It's like it erased everything before that from your memory.
Right. Yeah.
Because it was so terrible.
Yeah. Although, probably one of the more common complaints, at least I come across, like outside of like the ending, which everyone basically did not like, was mostly like at that point there seemed to be like relatively little RPG elements compared to the first, and like majority of the second.
Yeah, it is a
like it's more like as the series went on, it became less and less of an RPG and more of just essentially a straight shooter.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, which is unfortunate. And I wish 3 had the RPG depth of
right. Yeah.
But it doesn't.
And
I mean, if you play it now, it's got much better endings. So.
Oh yeah. So like at least you're getting a much more decent ending compared to like when it first released. So, Yeah.
But it was an early sign of some things not being well at BioWare, and they just haven't been the same. They've released like one game that people like since.
Right, yeah. And that was like in an entirely different series to Mass Effect.
Yeah, it was Dragon Age Inquisition, the third Dragon Age game. People liked the third Dragon Age game, and that was it. Everything else they've done since then is forgettable, like Anthem, or just complete trash that shits all over what came before, like Veilguard. Fuck that game.
Yeah, or like the last Mass Effect game after 3, it was just like, my face is tired. Like, oh god.
Yeah. I don't blame you if you skip out on Andromeda entirely.
Yeah.
It's fun to be had with its combat, but
yeah, it looks like a fun game for what it is. It's just I don't know, writing is nowhere near as good from what I've seen, and still not entirely an RPG, so it's just like, okay.
Don't hire woke people to write your shit, damn it.
Right, exactly.
They can't write.
Nah, yeah, that's it, exactly. Yeah, it's at least part of the reason why I'm getting into writing myself. It's because I've kind of had enough of just being expected to just slurp down shit that's being made nowadays. Yeah.
I hate that I have to do like tons of extra research on games nowadays to find out if is this woke slop or is this something I actually want to pay for.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's like if it's something that looks interesting on the face of it and happens to be like an indie project or like a middle market project, then chances are like, yeah, I'll roll a dice and like give it a go without really looking into it. But
that was me with RoboCop Rogue City, and that game's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, like one of the best games in recent years, I would say. But when it comes to AAA, like, no, they have lost my trust entirely in their capability of making a good game. So they need to prove to me that their shit is still good.
Yeah. And I don't have much faith in Capcom. I have faith in Capcom.
Right.
Something decent. Because they've been on a winning streak for a while now.
They have been a bit, yeah. In fairness. Yeah. Like, depending on the individual game, I've heard, like, mixed stuff. But, generally speaking, yeah, Capcom has been on a pretty good streak.
Yeah. I've heard almost nothing but positive things about the new Resident Evil, and I really want to play it. And Leon's my favorite character.
Right. Oh, indeed.
Love Leon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, I don't know, like thinking about it, I don't necessarily think. Well, actually, no. There is absolutely Resident Evil characters that I despise. Thinking about it,
Steve from Code Veronica wouldn't be one of them, would he?
Oh well. But yeah, like Leon, Claire, Jill, and Chris. Actually, yeah, the main characters you actually play as in Resident Evil 1 and 2, it's like, yeah, you can't really go wrong, really.
And you can't really
Except
go
for
wrong
6.
with Wesker, too.
Oh, yeah, and
He's
Wesker.
just an awesome villain.
Yeah, oh, man. Although, I like how... Well, actually, no, I won't say. I won't say. Yeah.
So you like how he looks like Johnny Bravo?
Well, I wasn't necessarily going to go into that, but all right.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, he ain't bad, you know. If it weren't for the fact that he's an evil son of a bitch, you know, I'd think about it.
Johnny is a bit of a womanizer, but he is not evil.
Yeah. But yeah.
I just want them to throw in one time Wesker shows up and he's just like, do the monkey with me. I would laugh so fucking hard at that. It's like, oh, right. They know.
Right, they know. It's like he just turns up out like behind like some curtain or some shit. Like
just including as an Easter egg, you know?
Yeah, just like breaking off bits of lava from like Resident Evil 5. He'd just be like, I've heard you miss me. Over 5 minutes. 5 minutes is all I have to play with you. Just starts dancing.
I have problems with 5, but he is not one of them. He's so much fun in that because he's so ridiculously over the top. Like, yeah, he's just gonna pick up missiles from this pile of missiles meant for jet planes and fucking throw them at you.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I won't show any mercy if you get in my way.
Of course, that's also the one where Chris punches the boulder. I was so surprised they referenced that in Village.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Like, was Chris bragging about it? He had to have been bragging about that, right? Because how the hell else would that guy know in Resident Evil Village that Chris punched a boulder?
Right. And not only did he punch a boulder, but somehow he won against the boulder.
Yeah, that's like the most Giga Chad thing he'll ever fucking do.
Yeah.
Realistically, he should have like royally fucked up his hand, but no. He's Chris Redfield. He's too manly for that.
Right, exactly. Like, have you seen the muscles on the guy?
I'm not saying he's roided out, but...
Oh, man. Although, speaking of which, though, I do kind of miss, like, the older designer Chris, where, in say, Code Veronica or 1, I guess, where he's a bit more... Yeah, he has muscles on him, you can tell, but he's a bit more natural looking. Like, he's not a roided up bloody beefcake, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Like, he's just like a more or less average dude who happens to like lift.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. But then they kind of brought that back when he was in that one DLC for 7, didn't they? Because he does not look like Chris's modern iteration in that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't actually checked out the DLC really. But...
Oh, check out End of Zoe. It's fucking awesome. End of Zoe. It's fucking awesome.
Okay.
You get to play the other baker that lives separate from the rest of the family, and he punches the shit out of the mold, and it's the greatest thing ever.
Nice.
It's like first-person fist fights with the mold, and that's what you do in that DLC, and it's just as awesome as it sounds.
Oh, great. Oh, man. Yeah. Well, speaking of which, I would actually really like, not in DLC, not as like a side character or as a side mission or whatever, but like a mainline Resident Evil again, where he is actually the main character.
What, Chris?
Like that, yeah, Chris. Like I think that there's still a hell of a lot more that you could do with the character, but they just refuse to.
He keeps showing up in other people's games. Like, come on, give him.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, it's like he's been kind of relegated to a B character, even though the entire series existing is technically because of him and Jill.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, who we also haven't seen in a while, I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah, well, apparently they're working on a remake of Code Veronica, so we'll finally get to see Claire again.
Which they absolutely should remake that game. There's some very frustrating fucking things in that game.
Oh, hell yeah.
That one boss fight on that platform that he can knock you off of, where he's got the incredibly long reach, and you have to use the sniper rifle to get him in the fucking heart. Oh my god, that boss fight is obnoxious.
Yeah. Like, because the thing is, it's like, I like Code Veronica, but a lot of the times it's like, I like it in spite of itself, because it's just so fucking frustrating at times.
Yeah. When it's just focused on being Resident Evil,
yeah,
it's pretty darn good.
Oh yeah, and especially like the sort of first level, like where it's a bit more atmospheric and it's kind of setting up shit.
Yeah.
Like that is like permanently ingrained in my brain, like from when I first played that as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and like the first time in the, I think it's the. Sorry?
Which version did you play?
Oh, it would have been X on PlayStation 2.
Ah, I played the Dreamcast
back then
originally.
Yeah, I never had a Dreamcast back in the day. Always wanted one, and I did eventually get one, but as a kid, I'd never had one. Yeah, but yeah, no, like the first time I played that, and because I think I had played at least some of the Resident Evil games prior to Code Veronica beforehand. I think 2 mainly. But then like going into Code Veronica afterwards, and it's like suddenly like everything is fully rendered in 3D, and the camera actually follows you around at times. And it's like, oh bro, this is cool. It's like Silent Hill kinda.
Yeah. You have kind of some control in certain areas of Silent Hill 1 with the other thumbstick.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Didn't always have control, but sometimes it would let you manipulate it a bit.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Are you going to go back through Silent Hill 1 like your friend suggested and said you should do on stream? Did you get the good ending this time?
Oh, definitely. Oh, that is a definite. Like, because I did enjoy this last playthrough that I did on stream, but like, I don't. It almost feels as though there's a lot more that I could actually talk about the game as I'm playing through it, which I kind of did, but not as much as I would like.
Yeah.
And yeah, to actually get the good ending now that I know what the requirements are to get the good ending, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a second playthrough is absolutely on the cards, but yeah, gonna be moving on to 3. Yep, yeah, definitely. And then I think after I complete 3, I'll probably go on to, well, actually back to Silent Hill 2 for the. Well, I will do the remake at some point, but I'm thinking more the. I keep forgetting what the name of it is, but where it's like the expansion that you play as Maria.
Born from a Wish, I think.
Born from a Wish, that's the one. Yeah. So so the plan is going to be playing Silent Hill 3, and then going back to the 2 for the Born from a Wish expansion, and then from there, not entirely sure. I suppose I can start playing some of the later Silent Hill games.
Origins and Homecoming and
or
Downpour.
or like Shattered Memories, because I know that's on.
I don't own Shattered Memories or Origins. I want to.
Yeah.
But Shattered Memories is expensive no matter what system you get it for.
Yeah.
Origins is relatively affordable on the PSP.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it is. Yeah. But yeah, I'm thinking, because Origins and Shattered Memories are both available on PS2, I'm thinking, I'll probably go through, like, essentially complete, like, the PS1, PS2 kind of cycle of Silent Hill games. And then go into Homecoming and all that. And Homecoming, Downpour. Then I suppose F. I suppose.
I need to play through F. I own it for the PlayStation 5, but I ain't played it yet.
Ah, neat. Yeah,
I mean, you can watch all I played of it on my gameplay channel. I uploaded 4K 60 footage of it.
Oh, sweet. All right. I didn't actually notice you did that, but I'll definitely have a look. Yeah, like, I have very, very mixed feelings on F. Because it has a lot of neat ideas. I'll give it that. And, like, especially on the section I'm playing at the moment, it's very interesting, actually. It's kind of like you're stuck in, like, not to spoil too much, but, like, essentially you're stuck in your parents' house, but it's like it's constantly looping, right? And so, like, you go through, like, say, one door at the end of, like, the corridor, and it essentially loops back, and you're at the back of the sort of entrance. But each and every time you loop, there's something different and something that's changed, like, atmospherically.
So it's kind of similar to the PT?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, kinda, but I suppose it's a little bit more... The changes are a little bit more on the nose than PT. Yeah, because, like, PT, it's very... usually, the changes are usually quite subtle, right?
Yeah.
Until you get to, like, one particular section, if memory serves me correctly. But, yeah, with Silent Hill F, it kind of has a similar idea. Like, each and every time you loop around, it changes something. But it's usually fairly dramatic and obvious. But, yeah, that's really interesting. And I think, like, the atmosphere and the overall tone of Silent Hill F is basically spot on. Like, I don't think you can actually improve on it all that much as regards those elements. Where it kind of loses me is at least the story, at least for the first playthrough, and, like, the location.
Because it takes place in Japan.
Yeah, it takes place in Japan, yeah. Like, and don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm necessarily against the idea of playing a horror game that's set in Japan. Not at all. Like, I actually really like the Fatal Frame games and the Siren games in particular.
Didn't the remake of that just get a demo? Fatal Frame 2?
Yes. I think a couple of years ago they made a remastered version of Fatal Frame 1, and they've very recently released 2, Yeah, which is awesome, honestly. Because it feels like it's been ages since we've had anything Fatal Frame.
Yeah.
But then, like, all of a sudden on PC, it's just like, boom, here you go. Like, oh shit. Thanks, guys.
I thought it was a full-on remake of Fatal Frame 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a remake or a remaster, but I don't know, just on the face of it, I like appreciate that they're even giving it attention. To be honest, yeah, because it feels like it's been ages, bro.
Yeah, the last one was for the Wii, wasn't it?
Yeah, like I had. Yeah, it was originally released for the Wii, but then there was I suppose a reworked version that was later released for the Wii U. Which that was actually the first Fatal Frame game I ever actually played was that version.
Console like 2 people bought.
Right, exactly, yeah. Well, at least I liked it and appreciated it, but, you know, no one else did, I think.
Yeah, I never had one, so I can't say one way or the other. But
right, yeah.
I just wish they would bring the Zelda remasters to the Switch. God damn it.
Right, yeah. Oh yeah, like, to be honest, like, I liked the console at the time, but there isn't really much that's enticing me back to it, to be honest. Yeah.
The Zelda remasters are the only thing that I can think of off the top of my head at this point that I'd want to get one for. And I don't really feel like getting a console for a remaster of 2 games I love. You know? Right.
Yeah. There are some great games on the Wii U, but I think the vast majority of them. What released on the Switch? Sorry.
Didn't most of them get released on the Switch then?
Yeah, most of them got released on Switch, or it was like multi-platform stuff that just happened to be not that bad on Wii U.
Yeah.
Like, I know the very first like remastered version of Deus Ex: Human Revolution was released on Wii U.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, that was where they. Yeah. Like that was actually my very first experience of a Deus Ex game. Actually, was that version. Yeah. It's actually really good, not gonna lie.
Did you go back and play the original?
I did, yes, and then I immediately understood what I was missing. Holy shit.
Yeah, that game is something special, it really is.
Oh yeah, definitely. And then I played, it's not Deus Ex 2, but it's called something different.
Oh, what is
I forget.
Deus Ex 2 called?
Yes.
Invisible War.
That's the one, Invisible War. And like, I kind of understand where people are coming from, where it's like it's the worst in the series, but at the same time, it's like
simplified for
yeah. Like, but at the same time, it's like I actually don't mind it. Like, I suppose it's because I was brand new to the series at the time, so it's like I was very easily impressed, I suppose. But I don't know, I didn't find anything particularly egregious with Invisible War, at least all that much.
Taken on its own, it's not a bad game.
Right. And I think story-wise, it was actually like it's a different kind of story to the first one, but it was still doing some fairly interesting stuff with it.
I missed it.
But like I say, yeah, it was very simplified for consoles at the time compared to the first one. Yeah.
We got. I mean, I missed that series. We got a remake of System Shock, which is just an objective improvement of the original.
Oh, absolutely.
And that has more to do with how old the original is than anything else. I know that the original is just very, very dated.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I think the original System Shock is a gargantuan achievement considering the technology that was available at the time. But going back to it, if you don't have much nostalgia for when it was first released, is a massive slog. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Like, if you're ever gonna play the original System Shock, just play the remake. Because it's essentially the exact same story. A couple of changes here and there, but yeah, exactly. And it is still a great story. Like, a couple of changes, at least how it's presented initially. But beat for beat is essentially the same. But it's just, you know, modern controls on a much more modern game engine that is just much more pleasing to look at and to actually play. So, yeah, very much worth your time.
It looks and runs great too. I mean, I love the art design of it with the kind of pixelation when you get up close, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Retro look for it. It works well.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Like the first time I noticed that, I was just like, oh shit, that is actually really neat.
Yeah.
It's like the further you are away from it, the more HD it looks, but then when you get up close, it's like all pixelated, kind of retro.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was awesome first time I noticed.
And then we got an awesome remaster of System Shock 2. So we got System Shock back. Can we get Deus Ex back, please?
Right. Yeah. And I know the original devs of Bioshock 1 are trying to bring Bioshock back in everything but name. So that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
As long as it's
I forget.
fucking Infinite. I didn't care for it.
Yeah. Like, well, I think it specifically most of the devs for Bioshock 1 basically splintered off and did form their own sort of indie group, and they're currently in the process of developing like a. I forget exactly what it's called, but it's essentially, like I say, Bioshock in all but name, you know, because
like
it's technically owned by. Yeah, spiritual successor. You know, a similar idea, but for modern systems and yeah, and actually featuring a couple of people that I really like and appreciate on YouTube as writers for the game. It's like, oh shit, all right,
I'm gonna look into this because that sounds cool. I like System Shock 1 and 2 both.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
the DLC for System Shock 2. Oh my god, or Bioshock 2 rather. Oh my god, Minerva's Den is so good.
Right, yeah.
It broke my heart with that fucking ending.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly need to go back and play some more of Bioshock 2.
Make sure you play its DLC when you do.
Yeah, oh yeah, we'll do.
I like how the choices work as black and white in Bioshock 2. It's like, in Bioshock 1, it's like, do I kill the little girl or do I not murder the little girl?
Right.
With Bioshock 2, it's like, okay, here's this terrible thing this person did, and here's the reason behind it. Maybe this person isn't as bad as you think. There's more nuance to it. I like that.
Right, yeah.
And then Minerva's Den is just... It's a pretty short little DLC, but it is heartbreaking. It'll fucking make you cry.
Yeah. Yeah, when a game makes you cry, but all for all the right reasons, it's a good time.
Yeah. It will.
Yeah.
It will. The ending hits. The ending hits like a truck.
Yeah. It's kind of like when I was when I broke my my streaming cherry with Silent Hill 2 when we got to the end is just like I was barely holding back the tears. Like I played Silent Hill 2 like hundreds of times, and the ending still fucking gets me every time.
Me too, and I'm the same way with the end of Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The ending just, it gets me every single time I get to it. And I've played that game so many times. If I remember right, you said you're not a particularly big fan of the series, though. So.
I'm very hit and miss with it. Like, I think the best games in the series are very much the first 3.
Yeah,
but,
I fucking love Metal Gear Solid 1 through 3. God, I love those games so much. Yeah.
But I think most of my problems with Metal Gear Solid is when it's I don't know, it's like as compared to like other stealth games. Like, because when you break down the stealth mechanics in most of the Metal Gear Solid games, majority of it comes down to like line of sight stealth, which is probably the most basic kind of stealth you can possibly do. Whereas, say, you look into like a Thief, for example, 1 to 3. And yeah, line of sight stealth is an aspect of it, but then it's also light and darkness. It's also heavily sound based. You know, whether the enemies can hear you, and there's all sorts of like hidden mechanics to kind of help enhance the stealth experience as a whole. That is just basically just not present at all in Metal Gear Solid, which I think is kind of a shame, considering like Metal Gear Solid is predominantly known as a stealth series, yet its stealth is very basic at best, right?
Yeah.
It's not to say that the games are bad, no, far from it, but at the same time, it's just they could do far more within the genre that they're a part of than they usually do.
Mm-hmm. I really need to play Thief. I really need to play through that.
Oh, yeah.
And I need to play Splinter Cell.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you cannot go wrong with either of them. Well, actually, saying that, Thief 4 is a thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have heard there are games where you can go wrong with both of those.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like, yeah. Alright, so play Thief 1 through 3, ignore 4. And then Splinter Cell...
7th Gen 1, right?
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. And then Splinter Cell... like, you're mostly okay until you come to, like, the very last 2 in the series. I forget exactly what. Like, Conviction is one of them, and I forget what the other is.
Blacklist, I want to say?
Blacklist, yeah. Those 2 games in particular, nah. Like, there's some neat aspects to them, but just as an overall experience, no. Just no. Yeah, but yeah. Generally speaking, like all of the other games in the Splinter Cell series, you can't go wrong with. Like, 1 is pretty dated, especially compared to the rest of the series, but again, is still a very good game.
Yeah. I'm just running around running around fighting battles, gathering money at this point because I want to upgrade my abilities, which you need money to do.
Exactly. Yes.
That's all I'm doing at this point. So I got through a chunk of the story. I'm good.
Right.
I'll go to the
Fair
next
enough.
area next time I stream this game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why I've never played Splinter Cell. I just haven't. I mean, it seems like something I would probably enjoy, given how much I love Metal Gear.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's like the story is like the stories are like nowhere near as like
complex and over the top.
Complex and over the top, but are still very, very interesting. Yeah, they're sort of much more grounded in, well, what you would expect actual like special operations teams to actually operate like in real life, more or less, or at least that gives that impression. Yeah, and like I say, stealth mechanics in Splinter Cell are just a lot more varied and much more interesting than Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you take Metal Gear Solid and just make it much more grounded in reality and add a lot more elements that you would expect from the genre, you basically get Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I've heard, and I want to give it a try. But I don't know why I never have. I just never have.
Yeah, especially considering how popular it used to be. Yeah, that is actually very surprising.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, like a new Splinter Cell game was as much an event as like a new Metal Gear Solid game at one point. Yeah.
I'm glad that the remake of Metal Gear Solid 2 apparently turned out pretty well, or 3 rather. It sold well. They just announced, I think yesterday, that it sold 2 million copies.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, neat.
Maybe we'll get a remake of... I really want to see them remake Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, because that tells a really cool story.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, out of all of the games in the series, I am very surprised they haven't even really touched the MSX games.
Yeah.
Like, that's very, very strange. Like, you would think that they would be like the most obvious, like, oh yeah, we'll remake those. Because they're like there's a lot of neat stuff going on with them, but there's like a lot of frustrating mechanics that you can iron out with just modern game design and just make it much more playable, right?
The second one holds up a lot better than the first one. But
yes.
the second one actually did have... there were areas where sound was a deal. You had to kind of crawl instead of walking, because noise would attract enemies.
Right.
Like I said, it told a pretty cool story too. Metal Gear 2 is surprising how much story it packs in for a 1990 PC game.
Yeah.
Although some of the details were added in, damn it, what is it called when they add in a detail that wasn't in the previous movie, and they're like, oh, he did this and this, but you go back and it's not actually there.
Oh, retcon? Yeah.
Like, it retcons the idea that Big Boss and was Solid Snake's dad. That wasn't in Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. That was added in Metal Gear Solid.
Right. Yeah.
I should stream through those games sometime. So I can sit here playing Metal Gear Solid 4 and spend an eternity in a cutscene.
Right.
I love that game to death, but God, it's got so much story.
Yeah. When it's like, when the majority of the game isn't even technically a game, it's like, bruh, come on.
I've heard the same thing about the Xeno Saga games on the PlayStation 2.
I wouldn't really know, to be honest. Like, I've heard of Xenosagas, but never played them.
I've heard that they just have, like Metal Gear rivaling Link cutscenes, which...
Oh, dear.
Yeah. The ending of Metal Gear Solid 4 is over an hour, so...
Right, yeah.
And that doesn't include the credits.
Right.
I am glad it's finally getting remastered.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I wish they had included portable ops, though. They're just ignoring that game's entire existence, and it irritates me.
Yeah.
Because just having the camera controllable on the other thumbstick alone,
yep,
that alone would just do that game wonders. Because it was on it was on the PSP, which only had one thumbstick.
Right.
Which makes controlling the camera in a third-person stealth game really difficult, which makes stealth a lot more difficult because you frequently can't see enemies because of the camera.
Right. Yeah.
I love the PSP, but boy, did it need a second analog stick.
Definitely.
I actually did a retrospective on the PlayStation Portable. On my
neat.
channel.
Yeah. Then the PlayStation Vita came out. It's just like, ooh, second thumbstick. I'm like, ooh, HD.
And we're going to completely ignore the existence of this thing.
Yeah, aside from like very strange and obscure like Japanese indie devs for some reason.
Yeah.
Like they kept that console going like on life support for years after it released, and God bless them for it.
Yep, that's the only reason to get one, really, because other than that, unless you want the Uncharted game for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah. Or like that one like PlayStation fighting game that's kind of like Smash Brothers that they were pushing for a little bit.
Yeah, All Stars Battle Royale.
That's the one, yeah.
I wish they would try that again and get a better lineup, because there's so many characters that should have been, like that character should have been in there and isn't, you know?
Right, yeah.
Because you could make a good lineup for a fighting game with PlayStation characters if you really wanted to. You Crash Bandicoot, Sly Cooper, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet & Clank, Spyro.
Oh yeah. And especially if they can somehow get the rights to like characters who are not technically like Sony, but are pretty associated with PlayStation, broadly speaking. Like, I don't know, getting like James to fight Harry, like from Silent Hill.
Lara Croft.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Be huge. Any character from Final Fantasy 7 to 10.
Yeah. Or like, if they like somehow get it so like PlayStation 1 version of Lara Croft gets to fight like PlayStation 2 version of Lara Croft. Be great.
Well, PlayStation 2, like, that is absolutely something Nintendo does. Yeah, it's like, Team Link versus Link. Okay.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Were the PlayStation 2 ones any good? Anniversary and Legends?
Yeah.
And what was the other one? Underground, Underworld, something like that?
Yeah, Underworld. Yeah, the only one to really avoid is Angel of Darkness. Although I know Justin likes that game for some fucking reason. But yeah, he is a Tomb Raider fanboy, so I'll give him that. But yeah, the rest of the games in the series for PlayStation 2 are very, very good, solid games. Yeah.
Because when people talk about the series, I never hear them talk about that trilogy.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, which is a shame, really, because they're not bad at all. They're especially Anniversary, which is the one I played the most. It's like
that was like a remake of 1, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a remake of 1, but it's like with a lot more going on with it. It's like, oh, this is neat. I like this.
Yeah. 1 is getting remade again, isn't it?
Is it?
Modern consoles?
Well, I know they re-released like the each
the remasters,
like the remasters, yeah. Oh yeah, they are very good, bro. Yeah, I highly recommend the remasters. Very, very good games. Yeah, but remaking it again, I haven't heard of that.
Legacy of Atlantis is what I think.
Oh, huh.
I think it's supposed to be a remake of 1.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah. Like, going back to the PlayStation 2 games, like, I remember there's one particular line in Tomb Raider Legends, I want to say, which is kind of the second game in, like, the PlayStation 2 trilogy. And, I think she's up on a cliff or something, and she's observing, like, this nice, kind of, like, lush place in like Egypt or wherever it happened to be, like really liking like the landscape and all that, and she says as much. And then there's like a bunch of these like enemies that turn up in vehicles on this like road, and it's just like, oh. And her reaction is like, and here come the bloody tourists to spoil it. I was like, that line has stuck with me for years afterwards because I just found that so fucking funny. It's like the most British reaction to
I would expect the most British reaction. She is British.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's like, yeah. If she reacted any other way, it'd be kind of out of character, really. Yeah.
As long as they resist the urge to have Laura be like, why don't I give these artifacts back that I just worked my ass off to take?
Right,
sitting
yeah.
in some ancient ruin that nobody's explored. Because
right.
Clearly the indigenous people wherever give a shit about this. That's why it's sitting in an ancient ruin.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's why it's in such a dilapidated state, basically falling apart around Lara Croft, is because they care so much about it. Right. Yeah.
No, gotta agree with Indy on this. It belongs in a museum.
Indeed. It absolutely does. Now see, whether that's the British Museum or some other museum, it doesn't particularly matter, but as long as it's in a museum of some sort so that people can appreciate it, it's better than to just let it rot in wherever it happens to be.
Yeah. Did you see that fucking game Relooted?
Relooted?
Yeah.
I may have, but the name doesn't really ring a bell.
Pure, unadulterated woke slop. You play as a group of black people going through museums and stealing artifacts to quote unquote return them.
Oh, for God's sake!
Right? And it did not do well. The Steam charts were pitiful upon release.
I wonder why.
Fun of it.
Right, exactly. Oh man.
Yeah, fucking trash.
It's awakening my inner Lara Croft. Like, oh, here come the bloody tourists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it tries to justify this by saying it's not actually stealing because you're taking it back. No, No, it's stealing.
Nah,
you made a video game about black people stealing shit. Good job.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's justify it however you like, but if you're forcibly taking something from one place to another without permission, yeah, that is stealing. Yes. Like, it's one thing if it's in like a ruin in the middle of nowhere, and nobody around particularly cares about it, hence museums.
Yeah.
But if it's already in a museum, you know, an actual property, then that is theft.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. But I know I'm preaching to the choir. Obviously.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know I agree with you on all this kind of crap.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, there's many things you can criticize the British Empire for, but the British Museum, it really isn't one of them.
Personally, I don't think y'all should have to apologize for anything regarding the British Empire.
Right. Yeah, like
I say that as an American.
Right, so if anybody, like, yeah, you should absolutely have the most to say against the fucking thing. But, yeah.
My country fought a war against it just to exist, so...
Right, exactly, yeah. It's like you retroactively looking back and say, like, oh, that was kind of neat, though. But it's kind of... yeah, but,
people want to ignore the good things the British Empire did, like using your navy to try to forcibly end slavery from the black people that you bought slaves from.
Indeed.
People don't even want to acknowledge that happened.
Exactly. Like, you can say what you will about us engaging in slavery in the first place, but at the same time, as soon as we realized that it was indeed a bad thing, we did everything in our power to stop it and to stop other people from engaging in it.
Yeah.
You know, like, you can't take that away from us.
And there were tribes that were willing to go to war with the British Empire in Africa, willing to go to war with the British Empire to try to keep slavery legal. They're like, no.
Yep, no.
I think the British Empire deserves at least a little credit for that, but hey, we don't get credit for fighting a war and having millions of people die to end it either, so...
Right, yeah.
It's just slavery bad and there's no other thought ever put into it.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That seems to be like a very common thing here in the UK. It's you're very much taught from a very young age to despise essentially every aspect of the country you were born and raised in, which is a very fucking sad state of affairs. Yeah. From what I hear, that's exactly the same over in most places in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not exclusive to the British, but, you know.
I assume it's kind of that way in every white country.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, I think the French just have, like, such a high opinion of themselves that they don't really care. But I think most every other country is, like, very much that way, yeah. Well, white country. Predominantly white country, yeah.
Let in millions and millions of illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
Without any thought of what it does to your fucking country or your culture.
But you see, Doomdog, GDP go up, even though it objectively never fucking does.
Yeah. Line go up. That means we can destroy our culture. No, it doesn't. We can have good GDP and keep our culture. Thank you very much. Western civilization is worth protecting.
Indeed, yep.
Pardon me while I not be a white supremacist, but a Western chauvinist and say, yeah, our way is just better than yours. Thank you very much.
Right. There's a reason why that Western civilization is only relatively recently on decline and is entirely
thanks to the globalists.
Yeah, entirely thanks to the globalists, and like mostly entirely reversible in most cases.
Yeah.
Like I think out of every Western country, America is probably the best at weathering it. But I think you like starting to see a very resentful movement moving in pretty much every country that's directly affected by it is saying a lot, right? Yeah. Like
which
even
I'm glad
if
for.
Yeah.
Like or hate Trump, he was at the head of that.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. Like if it wasn't for Trump in 2016, and I think us here in the UK, for Brexit, I think in 2014, and then it was enacted in 2016. Like a lot of what we're seeing right now would be a hell of a lot lesser than it actually is, right?
Yeah, thank God. Like, I know Nigel Farage has his problems now, but I'll always be thankful for him for Brexit.
Yeah, for getting Brexit on the table at least, if not directly doing it himself. But like the more and more you look into Nigel Farage, the more it's like, I appreciate you for that one thing, but like every other aspect of you is like, I don't know, you seem kind of like a snake. I'm not gonna lie. He's very much the kind of personality that would say one thing and then do something entirely different, but you're never entirely sure what it is he actually believes, which is a scary prospect that people actually like the guy based on that. Yeah. Because at least, say what you will about Trump.
In the past, from what I've seen, he at least sounds good on paper.
Oh yeah. Like I think it probably says a lot that Nigel Farage would be an absolute objective improvement over what we currently have, right? But
that's not hard,
as regards to him going as far as he needs to in order to actually reverse the changes that have been happening to my country, very, very doubtful. Like at best, he would kind of iron out the worst of it. Well, not even necessarily. He would iron out some of it, right? But not entirely get rid of the problem entirely.
No wonder. Small wonder Rupert Lowe's big party is
very much so.
Growing so massive so quickly. I'm sure the media by there is already smearing him. Oh, this guy's far right. He's a white supremacist. He hates everything.
Well, that's the thing, bro. That's the thing. Like, they're actually being, dare I say, a little bit smart about it. They are not talking about him and his movement whatsoever. Which is basically acting as though it's like completely restricting the amount of like reach outside of like say internet circles that he actually has. Because there is
100,000 members in.
Oh yeah, the numbers are still gargantuan. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like as regards like reach to, like, you would be surprised, like. Even though the majority of the country has access to the internet, not everyone does, right?
Yeah.
And so in order to reach those people in particular, you essentially have to be on TV in some way or form, right?
So, Keir Starmer hasn't done something stupid like declare the internet a human right.
Right. Exactly, yeah. It's like, so... like the amount of say reach outside of internet circles that Rupert Lowe is actually getting is relatively limited to what it potentially can be if he was being smeared on TV. It's almost as though they kind of realize that, and so they just don't talk about it on TV. Yeah, it's almost like British media have kind of learned their lesson from Trump and just don't talk about him, because the more they talk about him, the more people would just support him out of spite because they don't like the media. Yeah.
So the media here has no choice but to talk about it because it's the fucking president.
Well, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, regardless of your opinion on him, you can't avoid him because he is the president of your country, right?
Yeah. I like him to an extent. Didn't want to go to fucking war with Iran, but I like a lot of what
right.
It's like, we've had net negative immigration for the first time in a long goddamn time, and we've needed that.
Yeah.
Badly,
that's good.
Especially after what Biden did. God, fuck him.
Oh, yeah. And it's actually surprising, like, because from what I had heard about Biden the majority of the time is how badly he was affecting America. And he objectively was. I didn't know, though, how badly he was affecting us here in Britain. Like, because I think around, like, the time of Trump's first term, he was actually trying to get more of a deal between us and America. Mm-hmm. Like, under Boris Johnson, I think, at the time, was our prime minister.
Yeah.
But I think
he turned out to be.
He did turn out to be, but you know, his relationship with America wasn't exactly, you know, a problem really, until Biden came along and essentially told us to fuck off and just be like, just appreciate that we have a special relationship to begin with. Like, with no deal whatsoever between us. And it's just like, beg your pardon? Like, you are aware of this idea of trade, right? You know, like that's generally a good thing for both countries, both parties. And you're just wanting to arbitrarily get rid of it entirely because you're of Irish descent and you technically have to deal with the English. You know? It's like, wow, how petty Biden fucking is. Yeah.
And one of the very first things he did when he got into office, purely out of spite, was sign a bunch of executive orders that just attempted to undo basically everything Trump did in his first 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
That was the entire point, was just to undo Trump. Nothing else.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Which Trump then took the initiative of like, oh, so you can just do all these, can you? And just done the exact same, the opposite way, just as many.
Yeah.
As soon as he was elected. It was like, you know.
Even objectively good ideas, like he signed a thing that was for every new regulation that was put into place on the economy, 2 had to be removed. And because of that, a lot of regulation got removed, and the economy thrived. I don't know how you can see that as a bad thing, but he removed it.
Right. Yeah. That's it's weird. It's almost as though, like, the less and less the government are involved in every aspect of your country, the more your country thrives. It's weird. Like, just let people be fucking people, rather than just assume that they're gonna be a bad guy.
Yeah.
Regardless of context.
In everybody's way.
Yeah.
And boy, do they get in everybody's way. Like, what I have heard about what the farmers have to go through to just grow your fucking food in the UK is insane.
Oh, jeez. Like, I'll be honest, bro. Until, like, Jeremy Clarkson made his series Clarkson's Farm on Amazon, I had no idea how bad it actually was. Like, I had just grown up basically all of my life just assuming that British farmers are just depressed because they're farmers. Like, you know, like that's just their natural state of being. I had no idea. Like, no, there is actual objective reasons as to why, and it's bullshit.
Yeah, I think Clarkson probably found out a lot of that because of his show too, didn't he?
Oh yeah, oh definitely, yeah. Like he literally started off his show. It's like he had bought this farm essentially as like an extension to his property because it happened to be right next door, right? Mm-hmm. And so he was thinking to himself like, well, why don't I actually use this as an actual farm rather than it just being a random field, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how the whole thing got started. Yeah, and then he swiftly found out from the government and local council to funny yet depressing degree in the show. Mostly depressing.
Like, it just baffles me that you could do that to your own farmers. Like, these are the people that grow your food. You know how important growing your food is, right?
Yeah, there's this weird mentality in British politics, well, of, I suppose broadly speaking, European politics, of just being self-sufficient and not wholly reliant on other countries is just this very strange and foreign concept to them. Like, it kind of started with Maggie Thatcher in the 80s, which, granted, she was a pretty good prime minister, but at the same time, selling off most of our industry was probably the worst idea she ever did. But it's like ever since then, like, just we've been producing less and less and less of our own stuff, and just being much more reliant on, say, well, for example, Russian oil, right?
Where did that come
or
to
like
backfire?
Oh, yep. Literally, the only reason why it like oil prices didn't spike as much at the time for us when that first started being a problem was actually because we produced, like, I don't know, like a fairly small amount of oil still here in Britain itself. Specifically in Scotland, I think. That was literally the only reason why it wasn't as expensive here in the UK as it was in the US. Right?
Yeah. I gotta give that one Russian guy props where he just lit a fire in his house from gas because it was cheap there in Russia.
Oh, yeah.
And just live streamed it just to make fun of everybody who had to increase prices.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny.
Right. Oh, yeah. Like, all these restrictions and sanctions that they're putting on Russia is literally doing fuck all to Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We give ungodly, like I know people have complained about how much the United States has given to Israel since 1948 or whenever the Jews took over that land.
Right.
We've given almost half of that to Ukraine since that fucking war started. That's how much money we're giving them.
Yeah. It's... yeah.
Because it's about 300 million to... 300 million... Or is it 300 billion? I don't remember. Shitloads to Israel and about 180 to Ukraine. And that's in a much shorter time span. So we're giving a lot more to Ukraine right now than Israel. And people are pissed off about Israel and not Ukraine. And I'm like, why?
Right.
I would understand if you were angry about both, but you're so laser focused on Israel in specific. Why?
Yeah. I know, yeah. It's kind of another reason why I really appreciate Rupert Lowe, is that he literally came out on Twitter around the time when the Iran-Israel thing just started happening. Yeah. Like, on like, you know, actual war. And his literal reaction was like, why is this Britain's problem? Why are we even in the conversation? Like, just, we have our own problems to sort out. Can we sort those out, please? I was like, thank you, Rupert.
Yeah,
a voice of reason.
That's kind of what stance I wish Trump would. I understand why he's doing it. It's all about the petrodollar, right?
Yeah, all about the petrodollar, yeah, essentially.
The whole world is better off with the United States being in control of that kind of thing than it is with China being in control. I get it.
Oh, yeah.
Still don't like it, though.
Yeah, it's, yeah. Like, I think... Not to necessarily sound too, I suppose, dismissive of America. I'm absolutely not. But it's like at least like from like a British perspective, it was, I didn't necessarily have an issue until Trump started saying quite a lot about how the British weren't doing as much as they could or should in the war. I'm just thinking, like, well, it's a war that you technically helped to start, so why are you expecting us? And granted, I don't like Keir Starmer whatsoever. However,
neither do I.
Right, yeah, he is an absolute sponge for a face, right? Yeah. But like him being a bit kind of wishy-washy on like whether or not we should actually get involved or not is probably the only like saving grace of him at all. Like yeah. And even then it's purely because he's just an absolute retard of a person rather than him actually having that stance, right? Yeah, it's... I'm just of the opinion of, like, if you're, say, involved in a war with, say, some other country, like, that should really be between yourselves rather than expecting everybody else to, like, you know, chime in and, you know, do their part, as it were, you know?
Yeah. From an outsider looking in with Keir Starmer, is there something mentally wrong with him? Like, he seems to be quite literally incapable of reading the room.
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah. Like, not only reading the room, he doesn't even, like, understand what building he's in. Like, it's just, like, it's, like, even, like, fellow communists or, like, socialist-leaning types utterly despise him purely because of how just it's almost like he through him not in being essentially retarded, he's not able to really understand much of anything, including his own position on anything, right? I'm not even entirely sure how or why he was allowed or got into British politics at all.
I look at him and I'm like, he has to know how unbelievably unpopular he is, right? Like,
oh, he definitely does.
He has to know because he acts like he doesn't. Like, he acts like he isn't like the least popular prime minister possibly ever.
Oh, he absolutely is, actually. Like, since polls began here in Britain, I think sometime in the 1830s, I think 1838, he is the lowest, like, in terms of, like, popularity since records began. Yeah, there is no chance that he is unaware of how unpopular he is.
Yeah, so how the hell does he act like nothing's wrong?
Oh, it is purely as a form of cope. Nothing else to it. Like,
I've watched this and I'm like, there's something mentally wrong with this guy, right?
Very. Oh yeah, very. He's just
like he's autistic or something, because he just seemed blissfully unaware of the entire fucking world around him.
Oh yeah. Like, I don't think it's so much that he's completely unaware. It's just he's putting on this kind of facade of him like he's not letting it get to him, and so he's just carrying on the course regardless of like consequences for him or his party. Because there is actually a lot of people predicting that what he's doing to the country and to his party will basically mean that Labour would just completely die as a party in the UK. Rest in piss, but still.
Well, welcome back, Leo.
Hey, Leo.
Doing a Mario Day stream. OBS kept crashing. I blame Nintendo. Ninjas knowing I emulate. Well, what if it was?
Well,
what if it was the fucking Jews again?
You know, I hear they're everywhere.
In every aspect of society, they somehow could secretly control every single thing in the world.
Right. Even things that are directly detrimental to Jewish people. It's like, yeah, they are somehow involved.
I can't lose.
The Israel derangement syndrome baffles me. Like the idea that they somehow secretly control the United States government makes no sense when you put it under a microscope. It just doesn't.
Right. Yeah, it's like, at best, it's like very, like, suspect coincidence, and at worst, it's just like, no, you're just reaching, bruh.
That really like Israel.
Right.
That's all there is to it. We got a bunch of politicians that really like Israel.
Yeah. And to be fair, I think that's probably where most of the problem stems. It's that, in terms of optics, right? Like, Trump essentially kind of batting for Israel, in terms of this Israel-Iran war, is probably not doing the best in terms of, like, his, I don't know, like, general popularity or how he's sort of perceived. Necessarily, like, it's more going from the sort of make America great again to help out Israel regardless of Americans. Like, at least that's how it's perceived to be.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, like I said, I think I know the game he's playing. I think the Iran thing. And the Maduro thing and all that is all about the petrodollar and trying to keep trying to keep China from taking over.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which
I think
objectively a good thing for the world.
Yeah. Oh, it absolutely is. Like, I think in reality that is basic. That is exactly it, right? But I suppose in terms of optics, which is, just as important in politics, if we're being honest. Like, it doesn't look... It isn't really the best of looks, right?
Which is baffling, like, because Trump is usually pretty good when it comes to optics. Like, he understands the importance of it.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Like, that was actually something I, quite liked and appreciated about him in his first term. Yeah, it's like how, I suppose, easy it was for him to manipulate the media, and regardless of whether or not they're being negative towards him or not, which mostly was, right?
Yeah, he could get.
It's like he would somehow spin a negative story into being very much positive towards him. It's like, wow. Absolute king of rhetoric. What the fuck?
Yeah, he could get the media to talk about any issue he wanted just by bringing it up on Twitter. It was kind of impressive.
Oh yeah, very much so.
They eventually learned and didn't quit paying such close attention to his Twitter and whatnot, but for years there, they just kept, like, fell for it again award. Goes to the media.
Yep. Indeed. Yeah. But I think, I forget exactly where I heard this kind of theory from, but there's a limit to how many terms a single president can actually sit for, right?
2, yeah.
2, yeah. And so, of course, Trump has now essentially had his 2, essentially.
Yeah. Should have won in 2020,
and so,
but that's 2020.
It should have won in 2020, but, still, it's... So I'm thinking, well, if you're not necessarily going to care all that much about optics, but you're going to do something entirely for what you believe to be good for the country, the very last term where you're legally allowed to run as president is probably the best time to actually do so, right?
Yeah. Regardless
of whether optically it actually seems like you're doing a good thing or not.
Yeah, because...
So I think, yeah.
You're not in danger of being voted back out or anything like that at that point.
Right. Exactly, yeah. So I think if he wanted to start some shit with Iran, yeah, like this term in particular would probably be the best time for him to actually do so.
Yeah, I know
because he legally can't run again, essentially.
I know he has been talking about doing something about Iran for a long time. He's been very big on Iran can't have a nuclear weapon, which I get.
Right.
I get why you don't want Iran to have a nuclear weapon. They're the world's #1 sponsor of terrorism. Taking down the Iran regime, like, regardless of my feelings on bombing Iran, taking down the Iran regime is a good thing. It's like it's a moral thing to do. I get it.
Right.
It doesn't mean I like it, because I'm just tired of regime change wars and war hawks and shit like that in general.
Right.
That's been my country. That's been the United States for 25 years now, or whatever, and I'm tired of it.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like, I don't know, like, as much as I do love America, love Americans, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't be here, right? But I suppose ever since, like, the first Iraq War, we're just expected to follow America's lead, regardless of whether or not it affects us here in the UK. I don't know, like, I just kind of tired of that as well, in fairness.
No, I get it.
Yeah. It's like, if it's mutually beneficial for the both of us, absolutely, yeah, it's a no-brainer at that point. But it just sort of accepting it as a given that Britain would be right behind America regardless of what America does, it's like, I don't know. It's something that doesn't quite sit right about that with me. Like, we should very much be allies, absolutely, because, like, we absolutely should be, but, like, very much, like, still independent countries, right?
Yeah. Oh, what time is it there?
Oh, it's, well, just gone 10:05, so, yeah, I should probably head off. It's getting pretty late for me.
Alright, I'll get this thing and we'll stop and call it.
I mean, you can carry on if you want to, bro. I just, it's, yeah, just getting around the time for me to head off.
Yeah, it's 3 hours. I've got some other things I want to do, so...
Fair enough, bro.
I've been going for... I don't like to just stream 5-6 hours at a time anyway. I rarely ever do that. I usually go 3, maybe 4 at most. So I'll get to a save point and we'll call it.
Yeah, alright, bro.
Well, thanks for coming on, dude. I really appreciate it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I really
no worries, bro.
To you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, because, like, I know talking politics is always a very hit and miss, especially with me, right? Yeah.
No, I don't mind talking politics or anything else with you.
Hell yeah.
I'm very likely to agree with you on a lot of that, too.
Ah, fair enough. All right. Yeah. Yeah, because, like, I know, like as much as I love America and Americans, like it seems to be like a very popular thing of like, oh, you silly Brits, like you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, oh, okay, well, all right, if you say so.
I mean, I've watched enough Sargon to know at least some of y'all know what you're talking about.
Right.
Been
Oh yeah, like
since the Gamergate days.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, like with some of us, you definitely do need to be more careful because there are quite a lot of political British people who are genuinely retarded. But
yeah, I know
not every single one.
He asked me, and I said if I lived in the UK, I would join Rupert Lowe's party, and his immediate response was "ew."
Wait, who is this?
Just a guy I know.
Oh, just a guy you know. Ah, fair enough. Okay. Like, I mean, well, when the alternative is the complete disembodiment of British civilization from within, like, yeah. It's either you vote for the party who wants to protect it, or you vote for every other party who wants to destroy it in some way or form. Like, that's your choices here in the UK now.
I don't remember where the fucking save point is in this area. I'll find it.
Let's go.
I hate fighting these worms. These worms are annoying.
Yeah.
They're easy to kill, but if they get an attack off, they tend to implement status effects.
Right.
You get rid of 4 of them before they get the chance to attack. Okay, that one did not implement status effect, thank God.
Right.
There we go. One more.
Neat.
Even if you drink, don't get drunk. So it's...
Okay, is it on the next floor? It's a dead end, right? Yep, that's a dead end. Is it on this 3rd floor? I don't remember where the fucking save point is, dude.
Oh dear.
Leo, I was gonna raid you when we're done here, but then you popped up back in chat.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently his OBS kept crashing.
I'll show you what fighting is all about.
Yeah.
He blamed
Yeah.
Nintendo. Because he was emulating.
Indeed. Yes.
Only Nintendo was allowed to emulate Nintendo games,
Naturally.
which they do on their re-releases on modern consoles.
Oh, very much so. Yep.
They take very much a approach of it's fine when we do it, not you.
Right. Yeah. It's like, okay, in a legal sense, sure, you own the copyright to it, but the fact you didn't really give that much of a shit about it until emulation started being a thing, is like,
And they've
Very
taken out
sus,
a lot
Nintendo.
of major emulation sites as a result.
Oh, very much so. Yes.
Don't mess with me.
Yeah, and a lot of the ones that have
Because I'm
managed to survive no longer are able to.
Share Nintendo.
Well, you no longer have access to Nintendo shit.
Yeah. There are always new
Yeah.
sites sharing Nintendo shit. But
Oh, always. Like,
You run the risk
if
of getting
nothing, Yeah. Like, if nothing else, that's probably one of the very few times ever in history of the internet where Reddit is your friend. Because someone somewhere on Reddit will always share a new link to Nintendo shit.
Now, aside from that, I got no fucking use for the website. I hate the format of it.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think it's just a pain in the ass to try to read anything on that, because how
it is,
how replies and quotes and shit like that work on it. God, I hate it.
Yeah, like how everything is just sort of staggered, and so you're not entirely sure who's replying to who. And it's like, the fuck am I looking at?
Yep. Well, that's going to be it for this stream, so thank you if you stopped by and watched. I greatly appreciate it. We actually had decent viewership when you were here, both times.
Hey, neato. I'm glad I could help in some way, bro.
Yeah. Won't be the last time he's on my stream, I guarantee that.
Indeed.
I just enjoy sitting here talking with him about whatever.
Absolutely.
I don't know when I'm going to be streaming next. It'll probably be more GTA 5, because I'll probably do another stream before this weekend when Leo and I are going to do more Snoot Game. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye, everybody.
All right. Doodle pip.